with the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
I'm freaking freezing.
Everybody,
welcome to the show, everyone. This is Don't Hassle Us Local, AM 1170. So glad you're tuning in live on Facebook and here in the radio world. Jaybird's giggling already.
What's going on?
I got a story to tell you. I've been telling this story for a while now.
Oh, God.
And whenever time someone says I'm freezing, it reminds me of the story, so I got to tell it to you guys.
Oh, God.
Harry, your hands are freezing.
Yeah. Duh. We're in the Rockies. Anyway, you mean to tell me the entire time you've had two gloves? Anyway, here's my story, Coral.
What?
Every time someone says freezing, I have to tell the story.
Fun of me?
And I want to thank my friend Dave Kelly for telling me the story at one point. I'm going to tell you a story, Coral. It's a true one, by the way.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. It's a true one.
True?
True story.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
That's right. It comes from the real world.
Does it?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
No.
You know
I'm
it's
ready.
true.
Okay. Baby polar bear comes home from school one day.
Uh-huh.
Says to the mom, "Hey, am I 100% polar bear?" The mom says, "Of course you are, son. Don't be ridiculous. I got a lot to do around the igloo today. Go outside and play." It's like, all right. So he comes home the next day. True story, Bomber.
Oh, all right.
Baby polar bear comes home from school the next day. Says to his dad, "Am I 100% polar bear?" He says, "Of course you are, son. Don't be ridiculous. I'm going to go out, grab some fish, whatever else so your mom can cook it, all the stuff. Like, I got to do some hunting and gathering."
The gender roles
Go
are my
outside and
favorite
play.
part.
Right.
Yes, go outside and play. So this goes on for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Up and down the family tree, asking if grandparents are 100% polar bear, trying to figure out if he's 100% polar bear or not. Finally, after 2 weeks, the mom has had it. Says, "I can't do this anymore. Why do you keep asking me if you're 100% polar bear?" Baby polar bear looks up at his mom and says, "Mom, I'm freezing."
I don't get it.
Because polar bears aren't cold.
Right.
So he's like, obviously there's something going on with me because I'm freezing and I shouldn't be.
That was the punchline.
It's a dad joke.
It's the best.
I thought there was more to it.
No.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
I thought
all.
he was gonna say because I look like a I look like the neighbor panda bear.
He's
That's
freezing.
hilarious.
A polar bear shouldn't be cold.
What happened when the grasshopper walked into a bar?
Oh, man, that's one of my favorites,
Here we
too.
go.
So, Coral,
What?
true story, by the way.
Oh, my God.
I love the true story.
What now?
Grasshopper walks into a bar. Sits down. Bartender goes, "Hey, we got a drink named after you."
Yeah.
Grasshopper says, "Really? You got a drink named Murray?"
I quit. You guys.
I'm done. I quit.
Okay, sorry. I don't think that's what you guys plan on tuning into here
is happening?
on the Facebook Live or anything like that going on.
Oh, everyone's just, all 12 people on live right now are just having a great time.
Hey, those 12 people matter.
They do, but
Those are our peeps.
It's only 12
You
people.
want me to keep
in the
going
entire
here?
world that listen to
yeah,
it.
keep
No.
going.
Polar bear walks into a bar.
Uh-huh.
It's the same father from the kid, right?
Okay.
But he's taking a break from his gender roles, and now he's gonna meet some people at happy hour.
At the bar, yeah, because that's
That's
not
right.
like a father at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the mom should go off to war then.
Polar bear walks into the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saying.
Uh-huh.
He's a veteran?
Yes.
That was left out of the story.
Well, I'm just.
That's it.
Mom didn't get drafted. This is back in Vietnam.
Nobody gets
I
drafted
was
anymore.
going to say, was he
Sits
a nom?
down. Bartender says,
During
"What can I get you?"
Vietnam.
Polar bear says, "I'll have a gin and tonic."
Oh, he paused for that long?
The bartender said, "That's oddly enough. Have you heard the story before?"
I have not.
Bartender says, "What's with the pause?"
Oh.
Polar bear goes, "Hey, I'm a polar bear." So the pause happened.
Go home.
What is happening right now?
hilarious.
What is
Troy's freaking losing it.
Okay, I gotta tell you a joke that Lyric told me when she was like 3.
Yeah.
So the long
Since
pause.
we're
I don't know. Polar
since
bear.
we're on since we're doing these sophomoric jokes, I have one.
Oh, no, sophomore.
Yeah.
They're very sophomoric. Okay, so Lyric, she was like 3 or 4. She was little. I mean, she still had the elf voice and everything. She goes, Mom, did you know that cemeteries are the most popular places on Earth? And I said,
That's right.
I said, I didn't know that. What
My
do you
grandfather
mean?
told me this. Yep.
She goes, everyone's dying to get in.
That's right.
Oh my
she's not wrong, yeah.
God.
I was like, it's a little dark.
You didn't hear my joke yesterday.
Well, no, I wasn't here.
Did you know that they've decided to change the name of body bags in the state of Iowa?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. To what?
Reynolds Wrap.
That's true.
I forgot about that
good, wasn't it?
yesterday.
I like that.
I got to text my
When I read it,
grandma.
I'm like, I don't care.
We
who
should
you
call
are.
it Cuomo Rab nationwide.
Fun fact.
Yeah. What works better with Reynolds?
It does,
I
it
know,
does.
but it is funny.
Yeah. Wow. So
I'm texting my grandma that right
Yeah.
now.
now that we got that out of our system, you guys.
Hey,
should we,
Bomber.
yes.
Bomber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knock, 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 knock.
I knew it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting. Oh.
Hey, Bomber. Hey, Bomber.
What did you guys smoke?
Nothing. We didn't do anything. Seriously, we have not done a single thing. It started with you saying I'm freezing, and it just opened up this bag of worms.
See?
You
What
guys
can I
are
do?
like, did you guys inhale like laughing gas?
No.
I'm just laughing because Troy's losing it.
Interrupting cowbell.
What do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef.
Ground beef. That was another lyric joke.
What do
Okay.
What do you call a dog with
Hold on. Yeah.
with no hind legs and steel balls?
What is it?
Sparky.
Yeah. All right. Last one.
I hate all of
Last
you.
one. Bomber.
What?
Last one.
Yeah.
Ask me why I am not a stand-up comedian.
I already know why.
Because you like to
Say,
sit.
say, why are you not a stand-up comedian?
Why?
Timing.
What?
His
Timing.
His timing is.
Dear God.
All right.
I got one for
That's
off
7
the
minutes
air,
of
too.
just complete nonsense, and I apologize to all you out there who are still listening and haven't tuned out the dial
They're
yet.
loving it.
So, no, it's
Sure, someone isn't.
No, I'm sure there isn't. But I, honestly, I've probably told that in 20 years, that polar bear story over 100 times, probably over 200, probably over 300 times. Just because anytime someone says I'm freezing, I laugh and I go, oh, that reminds me of a story, a true one, by the way.
You would kill in elementary schools.
Oh, yeah.
Nationwide.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Nationwide.
Nationwide.
But if we get a little bit back into the sports world,
I got
we got to talk a little bit on Monday. We talked about the Super Bowl. Obviously, all 4 of us were in the Hassel Castle at the time, and we're still going through it. Free agency is going to be a big deal coming up as far as the NFL. MLB's right around this corner. Pitchers and catchers are going to be reporting real soon. You missed Tyson on Friday.
You know what? You don't have to rub it in.
Okay. Just so that, and then we do have some things to talk about Major League Baseball as they're trying to de-juice their baseballs. But as of yesterday, like we said, 96.4 million people watched the Super Bowl.
Lowest number since 1969. Or
That's not true.
2006.
Maybe it's end of the
2007.
sixth.
2006 season,
I was right then.
2007 Super Bowl. Colts versus Bears had 93.2. This had 96.4 million. And it is the lowest since 2007.
Yeah. That's what happens when you politicize a sport.
Yeah.
Sport.
A sport.
And it is a 5.5% decrease over year after year. They think, Nielsen estimates that just 91.6 million watched on CBS live broadcasts and 99.9 watched on Fox last year. But now they're starting to throw in streaming as well, in which we kind of talked about yesterday, Coral.
Yeah.
That your generation is more streamers, yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamweaver.
You know why? Because my generation had to get up to change the channel when we were little.
Hey, I did too when I grew up.
On your what? On your DirecTV box?
No, we didn't have that for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Well, my mom was a single mom for a while.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
same.
You know.
Same. Yeah, we
You know
didn't
what
have
my
what the neighbors
nickname was
had.
when I was a kid?
What?
Remote control.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't have remote control.
I know it was me.
And
Yeah, that was me too.
I'm old enough to know that you don't turn that dial so fast because you'll break it.
Yeah.
You slowly turn that dial.
You know who got a beaten once?
You?
Right here.
polar
You know what
bear?
I did?
The polar bear.
So when cartoons were over on Saturday mornings, there used to be cartoons.
Oh,
by the
so
way.
good.
Saturday
the
morning
good-
cartoons.
Those were the good old
best,
days.
yeah.
The best.
Because that's the only time you could catch them. You know, they didn't have 24-hour Cartoon Networks then.
No.
Spoiled little brats. Anyway, I was pissed that the cartoons were over, and I walked up to the TV and I slammed my palm into the off-on button, which is a pull-on, pull-off,
It got stuck.
and it broke. Yeah, I got a beating.
Well, those TVs, you guys remember how expensive those big box TVs were?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I have that in my bedroom.
So my grandfather in
Right now? Or
No.
I had a little tube
growing
yeah,
up,
I had
that
a
thing
little
was like
13-inch.
taller than me. It weighed like 150 freaking pounds.
Yep.
Oh, it was more than that, Corliss. My grandpa had a TV showroom up in Waterloo, Iowa for years. And when I was a teenager, I was hired in the summer times to help move TVs.
Ugh.
And those were the big console TVs.
Yeah. And now
Dude.
I can pick mine up by myself.
Oh yeah, my 55-inch, I can
Yeah.
move easily.
I'm just like, bloop.
But when they first
Because
came
you're
out,
full of muscles.
yeah, when they first came out, they were
6'4".
like
Ooh, that
full of
hurt.
muscle.
I'm sore.
DVD players
you do?
were $2,000
I
when they
worked
first
out
came
yesterday.
So did I.
out. $2,000 for a DVD player. You guys remember that?
Yeah. Now they're like
That's freaking
$30
nuts.
for just a
$30.
crappy little one.
Well, you don't even have DVDs anymore, do you?
I do.
I still have my Blu-rays from.
Yeah.
Which
We
are
just use the
almost,
Xbox
Those
or
are
the-
almost obsolete too.
The PlayStation.
But now,
or
I
whatever.
mean, yeah, you just use
I
like
mean,
a
everything else
PlayStation
just
or
goes
Xbox
digital.
or whatever.
But
yeah.
everything goes digital now.
we just
so.
stream everything.
I buy movies on like Amazon Prime and
Same.
stuff.
Yeah.
Hulu, Netflix. all
Because
that
they're
stuff.
what, $6?
I'll keep doing it until Tri-City Equipment can sell me those things online.
And then, well, my parents bought the whole 8-disc set of the Harry Potter so that we could just watch
That's
them
good to
all.
have, though, just as a.
Because it was, I mean, like $35 for all 8 from Amazon.
I remember paying $200 for Seinfeld
Yeah.
box set.
Meanwhile, I go try to
Isn't that
watch more of
crazy?
Ink Master
Remember
on
little Jerry
frickin'
Seinfeld?
Prime.
Yeah.
And it's like
Cockfighter.
$15 a season. I'm not doing that.
Do you remember when he was dating a girl and he's like, God, her name, I can't remember her name.
Hello.
And it rhymes with a female body part, and they're like, we couldn't think of it. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, they're like, it's Dolores.
Yeah.
That's Seinfeld.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're all adults.
Yeah.
Are we?
What's
No,
it rhyme with?
Is this even a sports radio show?
not today.
I don't know.
It's
Something to
Wednesday.
talk
so
about.
who
Some would argue.
cares?
Some would argue it isn't. Some would
We've
argue
got
it
some
is.
pop culture today.
Well,
Oh shoot, I'm following.
What do you got for us in the sports world, Jay? Anything? Anybody cite
yes,
Carson Wentz yet?
I do have something for
Mark
you.
Cuban.
What?
Mark Cuban.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say. How did that happen?
I don't know. We're
Bummer.
telepathic.
Look at you.
I did my homework today.
Well, I didn't.
What did Mark Cuban do?
He will no longer play the national anthem at home games.
He has not been playing the national anthem at all games, and now all of a sudden it's making a story because guess what? The Super Bowl's over, so we have to make a story out of something.
Right.
All season long, he has not played the national anthem.
He should, though.
Why isn't he?
I agree.
Liberal agenda. Politicizing every sport now. I mean,
So what Mark Cuban was saying, here, I'll give you a couple quotes, okay? When the Athletic, it was first reported by the Athletic, the quote from Mark Cuban was, "We haven't played it yet this season. This is the first time it's coming up." In June, Cuban expressed support for players kneeling, telling ESPN, if they were taking a knee and they were being respectful, I'd be proud of them. Hopefully I'd join them. In July, he tweeted, "The national anthem police in this country are out of control. If you want to complain to your boss and ask why they don't play the national anthem every day before you start work."
That's oh my god.
So let's give the history lesson of this, okay?
Well,
The Star Spangled Banner was played at few sporting events in the 1800s, but it made mainstream debut during the 1918 World Series, the Red Sox versus the Cubs, which took place in mid-World War I in a global pandemic. By 1931, it had became the official U.S. national anthem. By the end of World War II, the NFL required it to be played at every game, and the tradition quickly spread to other sports, thanks to post-World War II patriotism and better PA systems.
what's that word that starts with a P that's now frowned upon?
Pandemic? Patriotism?
How do you say it? Oh.
Leah?
So where are we at on this?
he's an idiot.
Who, Cuban?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. Jason just commented. It's
Dude,
his
this
team.
is the NBA owner that runs onto the court. He acts like a jackass. They wouldn't let him buy the Cubs because he's a jackass. You know what? I used to like Mark Cuban, but more and more now, he's a jackass, and it keeps shining through jackassness. You know what? He can stick him and his Mavericks right up his.
It is
here-
very
Booty.
Go on, Bob.
Here's what I'm going to say. Jason said it's his team. He can do what he wants. Here we go back to that whole privately owned business. He can do what he wants. Absolutely.
Certainly can.
But here's the thing. you also have consequences after you do what you want. So when he loses a lot of his sponsorship or he loses a lot of his following his team.
Yeah, that's exactly. He
That's
does have
what's
the
gonna
right to do what he
happen.
wants.
Absolutely, he has a right to do what he wants. But there's also consequences to those actions. Just like anybody who violates the free speech. Yes, you have free speech, but you have consequences. Correct? He's going to have consequences too. I don't like the double standard where liberals get to do what they want and say what they want with zero consequences when conservatives don't have that same luxury. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's true. It is absolutely 100%
The Major League
true. You can't deny
Soccer,
it.
MLS, and Major League Soccer, they didn't play the anthem during last summer's Orlando tournament because the league didn't feel it was appropriate without fans in the stands. Now that fans are coming into the MLS, they're now playing it.
Okay.
Mavericks are just they just became the 11th NBA team to welcome in fans, admitting 1,500 frontline workers to their game against the Timberwolves. Like I said, the NBA allows teams to run their pregame operations as they see fit. So if the NBA is allowing it to happen, the NBA is allowing it to happen.
Sure.
Of course
Jason
they are.
also said, isn't putting the national anthem in sports politicizing sports? Why?
No.
Because Democrats and Republicans are both Americans, are they not? How is that politicizing sports?
We didn't even get to do the whole thing that we do every year.
The
and
national
that's
anthem represents everybody that is American. It's not politicizing anything. We are all Americans collectively, no matter
Yeah.
what side of the fence we're on. So I don't like that statement. I'm just going to put that out.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Coral. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
American.
who
You're
Is
American.
it, we're talking about Anderson?
Yeah.
I don't
Being
care
devil's
either
advocate.
way. The thing is this: like, I will say it, and I'll stand behind it over and over again. I stand for the national anthem. I put my hand over my heart because my father told me to do it, and his father told him to do it. Period. That's it. I
Yeah.
don't question my father.
Right.
And the same thing with my kids. I say
do.
stand up, do whatever else.
You
But-
talk
and then-
about people kneeling. I didn't care if people kneel. I wouldn't kneel, and
Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Don't care.
Kneel. Don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The thing is when they give way too much attention to the kneeling
Yes.
and make it a whole. Just let them kneel if they want to kneel, but you don't have to go, zoom in on the kneeling and make it a whole. Let them do what they want to do in their silent protest. That's fine.
T-Ray, what was it?
Nobody cares.
What wasn't it a baseball game? Wasn't it a football game? There was one guy, and he was African American. He was black, and he stood up while everyone else took a knee.
And he got.
He said, because I know what was going to happen. He said, I can make social awareness because I knew you were coming to me with the
Yes.
cameras afterwards.
Yeah, because of the.
Yeah.
I knew if I stood during the national anthem and everyone else kneeled, I knew the cameras were coming to me.
Is it true that Tom Brady said if you guys kneel during the national anthem, I'll quit?
That's not. I cannot confirm or deny that.
I saw that, and I didn't know if it was true or not, so I'm just inquiring.
We would know all.
Interesting.
We would know all over that if that happened.
Well, I saw it, so I mean, I can look it up and see.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Tom Terrific to me. But if he said it, he said it.
Doing what you want though is not the same thing. Taking it out is more offensive than just leaving it in. We're all American, so I don't. If you go to the Olympics and they're in China, are they not going to play the Chinese anthem?
The thing is, there's little things here though. And again, I'm all for the national anthem. And
I love
don't,
America,
You play it,
yeah.
or you play it, you don't. I'm not going to lose my mind.
they're
I'm
deleting history. That's scary to me.
But they changed things on top of it. They didn't put one in the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God, until the Korean War.
Right.
To justify what they were, to be like, on
Well,
one
I don't
nation
think
under
that
God.
should be in there because it's separation of church and state. I don't think that.
Yeah.
I don't think that is okay. I think it should just be patriotic or religious. Not both.
I agree.
But yeah, the national anthem shouldn't be a political. I don't like how they're trying to make it oppressive. It is not oppressive. If you live in America, you're already more well off than anybody else in the world. So I don't understand, and it's not bipartisan. It's everybody. It represents everybody. Like when they do the black national anthem.
Do you
why?
think that we're gonna
Black
get to-
people
hold on.
are American as well? Why don't they? They're under the national.
Do you think we're just going to get to the point where people, like teams, just stop doing it? Like I said, it wasn't until at the end of World War II, the NFL required it. The NBA does not require pregame stuff. Do you think we get to the point where they just it's not worth
It's
it?
already happening. Yeah.
Like, instead, they have like a.
Well, there's little league teams. Do you remember where they wouldn't do it? They refused to do it, and then the parents stood up and sang it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've seen things where like the PA system's gone out, but I haven't seen like where a little league has just been like, nope, we're not doing it. And the
I think
parents
you have to read your audience
Yeah.
in a lot of situations. But
Do you
no.
just think you get to the point though that they just are like, we'll just have our own theme song, like instead of like you
No.
like the Golden Girls or whatever. So now all of a sudden the Chicago Bulls have a theme song to do everything outside
No.
of instead of the national anthem.
Do have a theme song. That's when they announce the lineups.
Yeah, I know that one.
I will always. No, the national anthem is important to me, and
They're going to keep it. Listen, Mark Cuban, he's a jackass. He can do what he wants. Who cares? We're done with him. Write him off. We're done talking about him. Wasted too much time on that moron.
He is kind of D-baggish.
He's totally D-bagged.
Yeah.
He wears eyeliner and makeup.
Oh.
I mean,
I
come
used
on.
to think that about him. Now I don't think that about him.
He's a D-bag.
He's very arrogant, though.
He couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight.
I have no idea what that means.
They ask
means
if you
he's a-
stand for the national
means
anthem in
he's
your
a
home. I
pussy.
do.
No,
I do.
no, and that's the other thing. Like,
I did during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you?
If I'm at a bar or a restaurant
when you're
and they
at
play
home?
it, I will stand up.
Yeah.
100%.
No.
I was raised that way.
I'm in the stadium.
so this is the thing, and this is the first year, probably in 3 years, that we have not given our PSA to people out there. And T. Roy and I, and those who are familiar with the show, have heard this before, but I apologize for bringing up old stories. But we were at Pints one time. 2 people minding their business. It was Super Bowl 2 years ago, right, T. Roy?
Yeah.
3 years ago. And 2 gentlemen, probably 25 years old each, minding their own business.
Drunk.
Yeah, but Sunday
In
early
a
evening,
conversation.
in a
talking.
conversation by themselves, the national anthem comes on.
They aren't even paying attention. They don't even know the Super Bowl's being played.
Don't
by the
even
way.
care.
Okay.
They're not even there for sports. They're
Somebody
there to
loses
drink.
their mind and starts
Okay.
yelling at them.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, geez.
No, it gets
Yeah.
yeah, and to the point where it's like stand up and their backs are to them. All right, they have no idea what's going on. Like they don't even know whether you're getting yelled at
Right.
during this thing, and the guy's just still going on and on, hammering. Stand up, do this and that. And then finally, it was like we're just T-Roy and I are like, God, calm down.
Yeah,
What's everything going?
settle
We're not
down,
yelling at.
Turbo.
We're not saying anything back to the guy. We're just kind of like, this is weird. The guy goes up to the bar, says, I want to pay my tab. I can't handle this being in this place that doesn't support, doesn't stand up for the national anthem. The bartender's like, what?
It's not the
T-Roy and I are
place.
looking at each other like, what just happened here?
I didn't
and
know
like
they were
then he goes out of his way
represented.
to say something to the 2 guys who have not been paying any attention to him. Like, you should stand for the national anthem. They're like, what just happened here?
Yeah.
So then his wife says, like, hey, really sorry about that, but he's very sensitive. Our son is in the military. And
Our
I
son
go,
served.
Our son served. And I go, so did he.
Yeah.
And he's fine.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, thank you for your service, but we would just like it if, people stood
Then
up.
go
and
somewhere
and it was like,
else.
You know what I said to her? I said, thanks for not getting. I said, I'd thank you more if you just calm down.
Yeah.
Don't
There's
thank me.
extre-
Just
people
calm down.
then went and then doubled down at another tavern saying about how Pines doesn't make people stand during the national
You
anthem.
can't make anybody do anything. It's your own thing. But this is the age that we live in now, where everybody's offended by everything. There's extremists on both sides.
Yep.
It's annoying. Like, just live and let live. Isn't that in the Bill of Rights?
I don't know.
Live and let
It's in
live.
a song.
Yeah.
Live and let die.
Yeah.
A life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That applies to all of us.
Yeah.
If somebody got him, if I was talking and I forgot to stand up or I didn't notice, somebody got in my face, that would be an issue for me. Like that's aggressive.
Yeah, it was aggressive.
That's over the top.
Yeah.
And Mark Cuban's an idiot.
Like I said, this is such a
I mean, what is it about owning sports teams in Dallas? Do you have to be a jackass if you own a sports team in
Yes.
Dallas? Is that
Yeah.
what
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that a prerequisite?
I guess so.
I own a sports team in Dallas. I'm going to be the biggest douchebag that walks the earth.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
He always brags about his jets too. Have you ever noticed that?
Well, New York
Mark
Jets
Cuban.
suck.
Cuban is always talking about his private jets.
I know that if that's true.
Every time I hear him talking, like he's gonna say something about private jets. Watch.
That man is in dire need of a slap to the face.
He just has. I mean, when you get to that level of wealth, I think everybody caters to you, and you don't have a sense of reality anymore.
You think?
Common decency. Yeah.
He doesn't care about anybody but himself.
True story.
Is he married even? I don't even know a woman who married that douchebag. I'm sure
He's got kids. Yeah.
I'm sure she's probably a real
You don't
winner.
have to be married to have kids, Jay.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts are there.
It's called The Birds and the Bees, Jay.
Ah.
I'll explain to you off air.
Yeah.
Although I've managed not to do that, so
Tell them.
Well,
I did
keep
too
going.
until I was 28. So you
Keep
have
the streak
fun.
going, Coral.
I got 2.5 years.
You got 2.5 years.
All kids do is they ruin everything. Man.
Oh my god! No, they
No.
don't.
Yes, they do. They're the
Kids, my
worst.
kids are
You
the best
love
thing that ever
Hazel.
I'm
happened to
just
me.
teasing.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
so
take
she
a break.
yells at me.
Let's take a break here. ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us. We're local. We will be right
Leah.
back.
Hey, what?
Do you know Coral's getting a tattoo?
Where?
Well, do you know how she found out where?
On her body.
Where?
On her body.
Localslovers.com.
No, wait. Did you go to the website, Coral?
Yeah, localsloveus.com.
Did you go to the QCA edition?
Yep, and then you browse favorites.
And it told you about all the local artists that you could.
Yeah, and it's even ranked by favorites by Chop.
No.
Yeah.
She got a tattoo on her butt.
No.
Not yet.
Said, watch out for gas.
It says Leah on it.
Oh, I said watch out for gas.
But if you guys want a Leah tattoo on your butt, go to Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
We're streaking! We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium. There's more coming.
Frank, get in the car.
Everybody's doing it.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
Oh, man, here we go again. Up early, feed the dog, out the door, traffic, at the office, boss in some kind of mood today, no time for lunch, annoying coworker, no time to relax, bedtime. Then we gotta do it all again? No way. Because the best way to break up the mundane every day is to play at Wild Rose Casino and Resort. Slots, tables, sports, and a whole lot of perks when you join and play with your Club Wild card. So, let's play. Wild Rose Casino and Resort, Clinton.
Reporting for duty. More from the Iowa Almanac in a moment.
I'm Michael Swanger, owner and publisher of Iowa History Journal. Start the new year by reading our January-February issue. It's packed with interesting stories including African-American publisher and civil rights activist James B. Morris Sr. Discover the beauty of Iowa's crinoids. Read about the history of Northwest Iowa and revisit the Amish school crisis of 1965 that captured the world's attention. Get your copy of Iowa History Journal at Hy-Vee or Fairway or by going to iowahistoryjournal.com.
Back in August of 1917, units from Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota formed the 34th Infantry Division of the National Guard. We know them as the Red Bull Division. The name comes from the shoulder sleeve insignia designed for a training camp contest by artist Marvin Cohn, a soldier enlisted in the unit. His design evoked their desert training grounds in New Mexico by superimposing a red steer skull over a black Mexican water jug. As what became World War II expanded in Europe and a reluctant United States was about to be drawn into the conflict, initial steps were taken to prepare troops through precautionary training. The 34th was deemed one of the most service-ready units. The Selective Training and Service Act of 1940 became law in September of that year, and the first draft in peacetime in U.S. history began. Soon after came the activation of the 34th on February 10, 1941. Troops from Iowa, both Dakotas, and Minnesota mustered out for duty, traveling by rail and truck convoys to the new Camp Claiborne in Rapides Parish, Louisiana, near Alexandria. Pearl Harbor Day was still 10 months away, but Iowa boys reported for duty with the Red Bull 34th Infantry Division on this date in 1941. And that's Iowa Almanac for February 10th. Until tomorrow, I'm Jeff Stein.
Hey, it's Mary, Terry, and Ellen here at Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry. Now through Valentine's Day, receive free Lago Marcino's chocolate and an I Love You teddy bear with every purchase.
It's a great time of year to get engaged, so come in and check out our bridal collection starting at $500. And as always, we have interest-free financing available.
Celebrate Valentine's Day with a gift from Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry starting at $49. Stop by and experience the wow factor at Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry, 2115 East 12th Street in the village of East Davenport.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Unfiltered. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Zubin Mahente.
Two things. Number one, it feels like Adam Gase. It feels like this is a last-ditch effort. Not to save his job, but I think to save his respectability, right? To try to say, maybe a future job. Like, I'm trying to do things right. While I'm on my way out the door here, I'm going to try to sit here and say, it's like a confession, essentially, saying like, hey, look, I messed up. I haven't handled my responsibility. That's number one. Number two, I think it's going to be harder and harder to go away from the hype that's going to come with Trevor Lawrence. If you're a New York fan, if you're a Jet fan, you're also worried about maybe even if we do surround Sam Darnold with the right skill sets or the right players, maybe this is who Sam Darnold is. Maybe he never blossoms out of this. It takes a really strong personality to bear out of that and say, that's not who I am. Maybe this is who Sam Darnold is.
Keyshawn, Jay, Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Brenny.
We're talking with Mark Brenny, owner of Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf, who seems to be quite happy. Hey, Mark, what's up?
I'm in love. Spring is in the air, the birds are singing, my heart is filled with joy, and all is fine with the universe.
Oh, so what's her name?
Her name is Eliminator.
Isn't she one of those dancers out in Mount Joy?
Heck no. A woman? Get real. My Kawasaki ZL600 Eliminator never goes shopping, doesn't nag, never has a headache, and is always ready to ride when I want to.
Come on, are those the only comparisons you can make?
Well, unlike a woman, my Kawasaki loves it when I hit the gas. Oops.
Mark!
All right, well, see, I told you.
Find your new love in a Kawasaki motorcycle at Bernie's Motorcycle Clinic at 4426 State Street, Bettendorf, across from the Alcoa Gas Company. Almost.
Download the ESPN 1170 app today and never miss a thing. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Don't Ask Us Local, AM 1170.
We're doing a lot of hassling today.
Yeah. 25 years ago, February 10th, 1996. Yeah.
I thought I saw the mouse earlier yesterday.
Not seen one yet.
Mice.
25 years ago.
I was
Today.
born.
25 years ago today.
You'd never
Not
guess
today.
it. You'll never guess it.
It was in July.
I'll never guess it?
No way.
Give me a hint.
It has to do with chess.
Bobby Jones got beat.
Bobby Fischer went missing.
Nope and nope.
Oh, I can't see it from here.
Deep Blue defeated Kasparov, Gary Kasparov, in a game of chess, becoming the first computer to win a game over a reigning world champion. Kasparov ultimately won the 6-game match, 3 wins, 2 draws to 1 loss, honing his anti-computer tactics along the way. But Deep Blue won the rematch in 1997, becoming the first computer to beat a world champ in a full 6-game match under tournament conditions.
No, that's the Russian guy, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I don't follow chess.
Well, nobody does.
I like
unless
to play,
it comes to this.
but I'm not good at it.
Well, nobody does.
No one does, except for like they have to get after except for that hangover that they have after watching the Queen's Gambit.
Do you know the best chess player that I know in person?
T-Ray.
He spent 15 years in prison, and all he did was play chess. Like I would play.
Did he whittle it out of soap? Did he make his own?
No, but he's a childhood friend of mine.
Andy
So
Dufresne.
we've hung out like a couple times in the past once he's been out. But we've played like at bars. You know how they have chessboards and stuff. He's like three moves and he beats me. I'm like, how? He's like, prison. Like that's all they had to do to pass the time. And
I
make
just
suckers.
watch people do it on Criminal Minds.
It's amazing though how much it's a sport, I guess.
Sure.
That you.
That's a mental sport.
It is, but it's something that you can be taught. Is my point. It's not a natural.
I know. I mean, I know we've talked about this or whatever else. Like, I would never have thought like there's books about this stuff to read about.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Well, the sales are up 600% since the Queen's Gambit.
I couldn't finish that.
God.
What?
I fell asleep like every episode. I'm sorry.
I can't believe that.
I believe it because it's true.
I mean, it was one of the weirdest things ever when I was actually stood up and I was applauding at the end of it.
You stood up and applauded?
Yes, and I was like, what am I doing?
Were they playing the national anthem?
No, but I felt a lot like it was like Rocky IV, and he was beating up, speaking of Rocky, beating up the Russians, so.
Why did you look down when you said that?
Because I'm wearing a Rocky shirt.
I thought it was Captain America from
It's
here.
not, but he might as well be called
Oh.
that too.
It looked like Captain America from here.
No, it's not.
Captain New York.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You guys play chess?
No, I play checkers.
Yeah.
I can, but I don't know like the moves like they have them. Like they bring everything. Like the only one I know to do is
Moves
that
like
move.
Jagger?
Well,
yeah, the moves like what's it called when yeah, it looked like you had a piercing above your lip. It just
Ew.
glitter.
Still there now.
Why do you have glitter on you? Where you been?
I
Why
went-
not?
Well, this morning.
Where's the job
We went
interview?
to
Where
the
was the
strip
job
club
interview?
earlier.
Where
Yeah,
was the
Mills,
job
mate.
interview
Yeah,
at?
yeah. What are you talking about? Where's your
Deja
full-time?
vu?
Yeah, where's your full-time job at that you're gonna take up now?
Well, we'll talk about that on the break.
Yeah,
do you know
I played
the you know the move? Like, hold on.
So if he's listening, I don't know if David Murr's listening or not, but so he is really, really good, and he taught me chess. I kind of learned a little bit when I was younger, but I learned a lot from him. So if he's out there listening, and then I just kind of started playing in the military, you know, here and there.
Yeah, that's a good.
But you know, when you're
place to
stuck in
learn
the
too.
middle of nowhere. But yeah, I learned, and then I don't know.
I taught myself. Nobody taught
What
me.
is an obscure?
That's why
Now
I
we
suck.
have everybody in the room. What is an obscure? It's not like your major sports or whatever else. What are you that you would? What are you good at? That you're like, I have a weird talent. Like, I used to think I was okay
Picking
at
my
foosball.
nose?
Huh?
Picking my nose?
No, like, do you have, like T-Roy, you can throw darts.
Darts and pool, I'm
Yeah.
pretty good at.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty
And
freaking good at skee ball.
See, that's what I'm asking. Well, did Jacob let you win, though?
Oh, I know what I'm gonna.
No.
Did he let you win?
No.
I feel like he let her win.
He let her win.
No, I kicked his
That
freaking
game with the
butt.
basketball game, I'm insane at
Papa
that.
shot.
Oh, I beat him at
insane
the
that.
basketball
I've
game,
never
too.
lost.
He let you win.
I've never
No.
lost against anybody.
I'm just more athletic.
So I used to think I was good. When I was in college, we had a foosball table in our dining room. So I'd play
Okay.
foosball all the time. To the point where, like, I actually had, like, a problem with, and it wasn't...
Carpal tunnel?
Yeah. And...
Is that what it was from, Jay?
That's what I told the health center at UNI. That's where it came from.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Listen, you need to
Jay,
lay
are
off."
you shaving your palms?
He's like, "You need to lay off the foosball." And I was like, "That's impossible."
Baba Boucher, don't you be saying that
It's
football.
finals week coming up. Like we would host after hours at our place, and the guys would sit around playing foosball, and the ladies would be like, "This sucks," because they're just all looking at foosball. Anyway, I thought I was good.
That's why his palms got hairy after the ladies
You know?
left.
Stop it. Then when you
Using
think,
Nair as
when
hand
you
lotion?
think, just at that moment, you're like, I think I'm decent enough at foosball. You come back to reality, and it was one time at Jack's LST, not too far from the Hassel Castle here,
I know Jax, yeah.
and
I gotta go there yet.
there was just like a conversation, just sitting like around the bar, and two females were like, "Yeah, we want to play foosball or whatever else," and then one's like, "Yeah, I play," and then Tiff. My wife was just like, "Jay's really good at foosball," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Let's play." And I got worked by this lady. So I was like,
Do
I
you
am
know
not
why?
good at it.
We are very good at hand-eye coordination.
I mean, just worked. But like the thing is, like we talk about bowling. Like I'm trying to slowly.
Oh, I'm not good at bowling.
I'm gonna start learning how to spin.
It's true. Why are you looking at me like that? It's true.
Like, is there any? Oh, T-Roy. What did we talk about yesterday? We're going to pick up a new sport in the spring.
We should do sweeping. What is that? This.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Is what's
We're gonna
obscure
do
out
it.
there? Is there anything in the Heritage Pub Facebook comment thread where anyone has obscure like things? 'Cause
Yeah, Mike said skip bow.
Eddie
Frisbee
says
golf.
Frisbee golf.
Eddie says he taught Troy air guitar better.
No, he didn't. I taught Eddie how to do air guitar.
Air
He
guitar is
knows
not a
better.
sport, you
So
guys.
It could be.
T-Roy wants us to start playing Frisbee golf.
Yeah.
I've played that many. I went to Elman, so it was a hippie high school. So that's basically.
No.
Your
Yes.
Catholic high school is a hippie high school?
Everybody, because there's nothing more wannabe hippie than a bunch of rich kids that have to buy clothes that makes you look poor. That was legit, like the thing. That was, like wearing Doc Martens and Grateful Dead tie dye T-shirts and corduroys.
Sure.
I mean, that's
Yeah, I can't relate.
so. Anyways,
I'm really good at Just Dance.
That's what they did.
Put on your red shoes.
And
dance
cops
blues.
would break up our house parties and be like, "You always know it's an Allman party because there's no beer cans." Meaning everybody's just smoking pot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bunch of hippies.
Gross.
Well, it's wannabe hippies because hippies don't exist and they haven't since the 60s, 70s. So.
I don't know. Hippies are still around, dude. Cartman was locking them
Not
up.
legit hippies.
No, they're legit.
They're not legit.
They're legit.
Troy
yeah.
is a great street bowler.
I'm not good at frisbee.
Eddie said that.
Yeah.
What is a street bowler?
You don't want to know.
Jason Anderson says, I'm good at drinking.
What is a
Okay.
street bowler?
I'll tell you, street bowler off the air.
Well, you know what?
Okay.
Where we used to be, hey, we
I'm
used to be,
nervous.
and I think we are. I think we can hold our own. We used to be good at bags.
We used to be good at bags.
I think we can hold our
I'm
own.
good at air hockey.
There's dudes now that are.
Lyric is good at
very
air
at
hockey.
bags.
She kicks everybody's butt at air hockey.
You know the thing is, I feel like when I
Duck
watch
hunt,
those
yes.
cornhole tournaments on TV,
Yeah.
that the people that we play against in the leagues at Harrington's and Pints are better than those people. On
Sometimes, yeah. I've seen them live
Yeah.
too.
TV. Really
Yeah.
do.
But then you see like that ultimate like guy who throws like 4 and actually like banks one in off of something else, and you're like,
Right.
this is insane.
But I want
And
to
they
see
call it a
somebody
shot
throw
at
it like
that.
Patrick Mahomes throws a pass like sideways and.
Oh,
upside
that's
down.
how I do
Mm-hmm.
it.
I hate when people play like that. It drives me nuts. They throw it like this.
I
and
just
they
kind
play
of throw
first-
it and hope for the best.
By the way, bag season's coming up. We'll be starting the very first week of May.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was going to do it last year. I don't know why I didn't.
I don't know why you didn't either.
Oh, COVID, probably.
I'm good at golf.
I'm not. I'm good at driving
Well,
the
we
cart.
didn't start it the first week of May last year. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It didn't start until.
Oh, no,
July.
Leah.
What?
You're good at golf.
Show Troy the most recent comment.
I'm not good at golf.
Okay, here you go.
Is that Anderson?
No.
That is.
No.
Gallagher.
Oh, there.
Above it.
Purcell.
Is
Purcell,
that Jason?
Duracell. Don't stop,
And
don't quit.
And the Harrington's Pub
Did you see
Facebook
it?
comment thread.
That was not PG-13.
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay and I are going to do frisbee golf. Got this all figured out.
Well, whatever you guys do, I want to do because I'm not going to be able to
Jay's-
see you as much
we're
anymore.
We're going to start wearing our Birkenstocks.
Oh my gosh!
hey,
I used
There's
to
a
wear
really
Birkenstocks
nice
for
little
a
like
long
disc
time.
golf course by my house.
Hate Birkenstocks. They were the worst.
I love Birkenstocks.
Well,
I can't wait for it to get warmer so I
like
can wear
good
them
old
every single
fashioned
day.
flip flops, man. Need my toes
No.
to be catching something.
I do not like thong
Birkenstocks
sandals.
fall off your feet.
No, they don't fall off mine.
Not if they fit.
I hate them.
I love them.
They look stupid.
I wear
I'll
them
do
every
frisbee
day.
golf.
I will not.
Good, and you can't go then.
Rollerblade.
Okay.
I've never
You're not
rollerbladed in my
invited to
life.
sit at home with your Birkenstocks on and look at your feet.
I'll just sit on the playground and have fun there.
Yeah, I don't know. We there was actually a member of the UNI football team, Jay, when you were there. No, maybe he was gone. But Jason Redding, he lives here in the Quad Cities now, I think. Again, Bettendorf kid.
Mm-hmm.
But him and his wife are like the number one duo in
Yeah.
frisbee golf, I believe. And then they, at one point, I think they were both like number one as male and female as well.
And
I don't know.
I had a friend. She used to work for the Fit. Her name was Tracy. I don't think she works for the Bettendorf Parks and Rec anymore. She's like ranked worldwide too. She was like the forefront of getting those frisbee golf in Bettendorf out there. Now, like
I guarantee she
I've never
knows
done
these
it.
guys. Then
I've never done it.
Oh.
So
well, it just looks fun.
Erickson says beer pong. I'm really good at flippy cup.
okay.
Really good.
What about quarters, Jay? Were you ever good at quarters?
Played it once. Like I was very young.
Got drunk really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But and I was never into flippy cup.
I'm so
I never
good
got into
at
beer
it.
pong. I never liked drinking games. I never liked any of that stuff. I never liked.
You're
I never.
just boring.
Well, so be it. I'm
What
fine
about,
with that.
What about this game? What about this?
No, I hate the flipping the bottle thing. Everything else. All right. Okay, we have to take a break. T-Roy, I'm going to give you NFL. I'm going to give you NFL trivia before we go to break for you and the listeners and everybody else. Okay.
All right, Hines, don't be answering this before I do.
Yeah, Heinz.
R.I.P. Marty Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
He passed away yesterday at the age of 77.
Mm-hmm.
He is the 7th winningest coach in NFL history.
Top 6.
Who are the 6 coaches ahead of him?
Oh.
All right.
I'm not participating.
Marty Schottenheimer passed away yesterday at the age of 77. He's the 7th winningest coach in NFL history. Who are the 6 coaches ahead of him? We're going to have to take a break here. Don't hassle us. We're local. ESPN 1170 AM. We will be right back. You going to read something there, Bob?
Sorry, I'm in the. I was texting my aunt real quick. Okay, Front Street Brewery.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, it's much older than Coral, is nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It has served the fine community of Davenport, Iowa since 1992. What year were you born, Coral?
95.
See what I was saying? Davenport Gold is a beer that they serve, a satisfying American ale, just like Troy over here. The Wise Guy, that's what we call Troy.
I'm a satisfying American
The
male.
Raging River, that's what we call Coral. And then my favorite, the Cherry Bomb Blonde. Go check out their Facebook page for food and drink specials. Also visit their webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com.
This is Rachel Alger with St. Ambrose University, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. Now, Town Square has new tools that can help your business stand out and grow today. Go to GetLocalCustomersNow.com for a free local market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses in town are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too with Town Square. Plus, be one of the first business owners to sign up with Town Square and receive $500 in free advertising on this radio station. Start growing your business today. Visit GetLocalCustomersNow.com. That's GetLocalCustomersNow.com.
Reporting for duty. More from the Iowa Almanac in a moment.
I'm Michael Swanger, owner and publisher of Iowa History Journal. Start the new year by reading our January-February issue. It's packed with interesting stories including African-American publisher and civil rights activist James B. Morris Sr. Discover the beauty of Iowa's crinoids. Read about the history of Northwest Iowa. and revisit the Amish school crisis of 1965 that captured the world's attention. Get your copy of Iowa History Journal at Hy-Vee or Fairway, or by going to iowahistoryjournal.com.
Back in August of 1917, units from Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota formed the 34th Infantry Division of the National Guard. We know them as the Red Bull Division. The name comes from the shoulder sleeve insignia designed for a training camp contest by artist Marvin Cohn, a soldier enlisted in the unit. His design evoked their desert training grounds in New Mexico by superimposing a red steer skull over a black Mexican water jug. As what became World War II expanded in Europe and a reluctant United States was about to be drawn into the conflict, initial steps were taken to prepare troops through precautionary training. The 34th was deemed one of the most service-ready units. The Selective Training and Service Act of 1940 became law in September of that year, and the first draft in peacetime in U.S. history began. Soon after came the activation of the 34th on February 10, 1941. Troops from Iowa, both Dakotas, and Minnesota mustered out for duty, traveling by rail and truck convoys to the new Camp Claiborne in Rapides Parish, Louisiana, near Alexandria. Pearl Harbor Day was still 10 months away, but Iowa boys reported for duty with the Red Bull 34th Infantry Division on this date in 1941. And that's Iowa Almanac for February 10th. Until tomorrow, I'm Jeff Stein.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Russell Wilson made some comments that may leave Seahawks fans sleepless in Seattle. The Pro Bowl QB said he'd like more input on who Seattle drafts and signs in free agency, especially after a season in which he was sacked 47 times. Here's what Wilson said when asked about those comments Tuesday.
Fans are going to want to know, are you frustrated with the Seahawks?
I'm frustrated getting hit too much. I'm frustrated with that,
Elsewhere, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes will undergo surgery Wednesday to repair a turf toe injury. He's expected to be fully recovered by the start of next season. And the NFL lost a legend with the passing of longtime coach Marty Schottenheimer. In his 20-year career, Schottenheimer had just 2 losing seasons and finished with the 7th most wins of any head coach in league history. Marty Schottenheimer was 77 years old. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Today on Hey Culligan, cleaner, safer drinking water. We got Chris in Cleveland.
Hey, Culligan, I have a water pitcher. Is that safe?
Basic water pitchers are, let's say, passable, but a Culligan reverse osmosis system can do way more and help reduce lead, arsenic, something called pesticide runoff.
Hey, Culligan?
Yeah, Chris?
I'll take one of those reverse
osmosis to get the mostest out of your drinking water? Chris, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Is your prostate waking you up more often than your alarm clock? The fact is, the older you get, the more likely you'll have prostate problems, which can affect your everyday life. That's where Prostate Complete by Real Health comes in. Prostate Complete is the result of 20 years of experience as a leader in men's health. The powerful formula in Prostate Complete supports natural prostate function and reduced urinary urges for a better quality of life. Available at Walmart. Visit prostateoneperday.com for special offers. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Comfort, efficiency, and peace of mind that you only get from Precision Air. The best in heating, AC, geothermal, and indoor air quality. The best equipment, the best service, and the best warranty. Sleep comfortably with a 10-year parts warranty on new furnace and AC units. And with financing available, your new Train home comfort system is waiting for you now. Trust the experience of your Train comfort specialists and call the masters of comfort and efficiency today at Precision Air of the Quad Cities. Online at precisionairqc.com. Precision Air. We'll be right there.
Get your sports fix while you work. Download our free mobile app and never miss a moment. From the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle. Thanks to all the little Hassle Maniacs out there in Hassleland for listening in. Jay had a trivia question before the break.
That's right, I did.
And I think I have it, and I don't have the order. How about that?
Okay.
So you'll have to tell me where and if I'm off.
All right. So,
but I'll do my best.
As I said, Marty Schottenheimer passed away yesterday at the age of 77. He's the 7th winningest coach in NFL history. Who are the 6 coaches ahead of him?
Okay, I think Bill Belichick is ranked number 1.
He is not ranked number 1, but he is ahead of him with 280 wins. By the way, I should say that Marty Schottenheimer has 200 wins in the NFL.
Okay.
Bill Belichick has 280. He is not number 1. He's number 3.
Okay. Then Don Shula's number 1.
Don Shula is number 1 with 328.
Okay. Is it Chuck Noll?
Not ahead of him.
Are we doing NFL coaches?
But
yes.
Is Chuck Noll ahead of Marty Schottenheimer?
No.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. How about Tom Landry?
He is at 250.
Okay. Papa Bear Hallis?
He is at 318.
Oh, I hate that you know everything.
Vince Lombardi?
No.
Curly Lambeau?
Yes, at 226.
Well, if he's
I was actually going to ask our friend Matt about this. If he the Lambo or whatever else, how many wins they have?
So
But good
I'm
job.
missing one coach.
You're missing one.
Can I get a hint?
He's currently coaching.
It's not Andy Reid.
It is Andy Reid.
It is Andy Reid.
Yeah, 221. Yes, it is Andy Reid. All right, in the Hassle Castle, we have Matt Swanson here. Matt, from what we understand, buddy, you are a Green Bay Packer fan.
I am a Green Bay Packer fan and owner.
And owner. Oh, are you?
Yes.
This might be the first
Finally
time.
met your first owner.
I finally met one. So you are one of what, 300,000?
A lot. I don't know how many there is exactly, but a lot of them.
Yeah. So you've got basically a piece of paper that says you're an owner of the Packers, but you guys don't get together for like owners meetings.
They have
or
an
anything.
owners meeting. I've never been to it. It's on my bucket list to do before I die. It's usually in July after training camp.
Okay.
But like I said, I've never been to it, but I will go sometime in my lifetime.
They need to invite you to a Zoom. Like, don't you
that'd
think?
be
Don't you think
cool.
they
Yeah,
should?
there you
Like, they'd
go.
be like, "Hey, we have an owners meeting, but social distancing. We're gonna do this. Like, let's have a Zoom."
They have it at Lambeau every year, and then everybody gets together and they feed you and you get to meet everybody. But
Yeah.
I don't know how they get that many people into Lambeau personally. But
When did you become an owner?
back in like 1996 or 7,
Okay.
when they sold their stock the second time,
Okay. So was it before their Super Bowl? The 97 Super Bowl?
it was before then.
Okay. So yeah, all right. Because I remember that was my 21st birthday. They beat the Patriots that year, so you got in on it then. So
On your birthday?
yeah,
On
January
the Super Bowl?
26th. Yep.
They won the Super Bowl against the Steelers on my 30th birthday. That's pretty cool.
Oh really?
Yep.
Ah, that's cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's a big deal.
So when's your birthday?
February 6th.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Joe Hester said Matt Swanson. You know Joe Hester?
Yeah, he works with me.
Okay.
There's my shout out to Van Upthorpe Trucking. There's my buddy right there.
And what do you work for, Matt?
Van Upthorpe Trucking.
Okay.
Atkinson.
Yeah.
You got to give a shout out to all our truckers out there because without them, we would not have my
100%.
Leah wouldn't have any underwear to put on.
I don't-
Wait a minute, she doesn't wear underwear.
No, so I
Oh
would.
boy.
Wonder what that looks like.
Oh boy.
You'll
No,
never
you.
know. It looks like I have no panty lines, is what it looks like.
Oh, all right.
Thanks.
I just
Because I
wear
wear
thongs.
pants.
All right.
Anyway.
And this is not what Matt came in here for.
No, he
so
didn't.
Matt,
Did?
how did you? So Matt, are you from here originally?
I am originally from Geneseo, born and raised, still live there.
Okay. Now, the Packer thing. How did that start?
My dad watched Super Bowl I on black and white TV and became a Packers fan. And when my brother and I were growing up, we got beat into our heads to be Packers fans or get out.
Yeah.
So as much love as I have for the Packers, I got that much hate for the Bears.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, because you still. I mean, I don't live in Illinois. Tira doesn't. Bomber does. Coral doesn't.
Bomber was great.
But yeah, Illinois. Like that's got to be a thing. Like
It is. I get a lot of crap from my friends for living in Illinois and being a Packers fan.
yeah. Now, do you have like at your house like a Packers flag or anything?
I got
like, you
Packers man cave, yeah, flag. I got more Packers stuff than anything.
All right.
Then Brett
but-
Favre.
Now, doesn't Geneseo, isn't the high school logo the same as the
Yeah,
Green Bay
Yeah.
logo?
pretty much.
So that was, convenient for
A
you.
lot of people think, oh, that's Geneseo. No, that's Green Bay.
Well, it's a little indoctrination there, so maybe everybody from Geneseo is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Green Bay Pack.
If I see the Geneseo logo, the G, I think of the Packers.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Copy.
So since jump, you've been a Packers fan, right?
Yep.
So
So what's your earliest Packer memory, do you think?
I can remember the bad years in the late 80s with
Okay.
Lindy and Fonde as a coach and
Dan
and
was it Mikowski?
the Magic Man, Don Mikowski.
Don
yeah.
Mikowski, yeah.
The Magic Man.
Yep.
Yeah, who was the big receiver for the Packers in the 80s?
Sterling Sharp, the late
No,
80s.
before him, there was James Lofton?
James Lofton.
That's right.
Didn't he go over to the Bills after that, though?
I don't remember where
Bills
Lofton
or Chiefs, wasn't it?
Maybe it was the Chiefs.
What?
So, yeah, Don Mikowski, the Magic Man.
Yep.
That's what I remember. And then...
Now you see me? Now you don't.
What was the other one? Did the Incredible Bulk play for the...
Yeah, Tony Baselli, or not Baselli?
No, Tony
Mandrich.
Yeah, Tony Mandrich. Did he play for them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he was their draft pick that turned out to be a huge bust, remember?
Yep.
Yeah, so Matt...
Steroids bad.
Do you have season tickets?
I do not. I'm on the waiting list. My grandkids will get them someday.
Yeah. I got you.
Lucky little suckers.
And you've
Same
been...
with me and
I'm
the
assuming you've been to a
golfing
game at
things.
Lambeau?
I've been the last 5 or 6 years to a game at Lambeau, yes.
Okay.
My biggest regret is I've never went and saw Brett Favre play. I've been to a lot of Aaron Rodgers games in the last 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never saw Brett Favre play though.
My regret was I had a chance to see Aikman play.
He's my Favre.
For the Cowboys, and the game I'd have went to would have been the last game he ever played. It was the one where LeVar Arrington, I should say, knocked him out of the game, and that was it. He never came back.
I did see Brett Favre. I was at Thanksgiving night when they retired his number at Lambeau, when they played the Bears, and Bart Starr and Rodgers was quarterback, and Favre was there, and the Bears ended up beating us, and it was like 30 degrees and rain, and it was miserable, but it was still fun to see them all together on the field at the same time.
And actually, Lambeau's the only place I've ever seen the Cowboys play.
Wow.
Wow.
You're a big fan.
Sorry, I don't get
What?
the Texans all the time.
Why don't we have a little
You
fun?
know what you are?
Why don't we
What?
test
Short.
Matt's knowledge?
Sure. Go ahead.
So everybody in the Harrington comment thread, why don't you guys give us a question to ask Matt and see any Packers question? Let's see if he can answer.
Okay.
So do you have a lot of useless Packer knowledge?
Yeah, the last 30 years I do.
Yeah, the last 30 years. So yeah, that
Let me
much,
ask
yeah.
you this then: who is the all-time leading rusher for the Packers?
You're adorable.
My guess would be Edgar Bennett.
Okay.
All-time leading rusher for the Packers. Okay.
Okay.
Edgar Bennett. We need a fact checker.
Come on, fact checker.
Let's go, fact checker.
We don't keep you around here for nothing.
So no, let's do that. You know what's? Let's do even better though. All right.
What is it?
You do me
Just
this.
look up Packer records.
We fall onto this. It's easy to do, but we're gonna do it. Give me the Mount Rushmore of Packers players.
Mount Rushmore. We got to go with the 3 quarterbacks, Starr and Rodgers and Favre.
Okay.
And then you got to put Don Hudson, the receiver from the 60s.
You're not
Okay.
gonna put Lombardi on there?
You got to.
We're talking players though. We're
No,
not
I mean,
Well, he's a
it is.
Packer,
It's a
though.
Packer thing. It is.
But
like,
Lombardi was the man. I mean, they named their.
Shouldn't there be a
award.
coaching?
Does
Mount
Paul
Rushmore
Hornung
and
go
then a
on there?
player Mount Rushmore?
no, he doesn't.
He could go in there, but there's. I mean, yeah, Lombardi should go in there. Reggie White should go in there. I mean, there's too many just to do 5 or 6.
Oh, because the Packers are so good. They can't just have. They just can't have 4.
Right.
They gotta have.
That's the thing. You got to narrow it down to 4.
We're not doing 4. We're doing 5. We're doing 6. We're doing 7. Yeah.
The Packers say
So-
we're going to make our own.
So who is the greatest quarterback in Packers history?
I would
Ooh.
say Bart Starr.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, everybody talks Brady. How many championships did he win in the last 19 years?
Brady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the last 19 years? 7?
All right,
Yeah.
and Bart Starr won 5 in 7 years.
Ooh.
Now that's dynasty. That's not.
If you divide
Teams.
that, the
There was there
percentage is
32 teams
higher.
at the time though?
No.
No, he won 3 NFL championships and then 2 Super Bowls.
I mean, but still 5 championships in 7 years.
He was right. Almond Green. Is that what he said?
No. Almond Green.
Wait, what was the question?
The
All-time
leading
leading
rusher.
rusher.
All right.
Where's
So
Edgar Bennett at?
So
Not on it.
so Bart Starr over Rodgers over Favre, right?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, those two could be up there, but I think their coaches. I mean, they should have won. We should have a lot more than 2 Super Bowls with those 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Thanks for sending me fat Jason Garrett, you guys.
Over 30 years, you know.
Christmas.
Speaking of, like, how did you feel about the new coach and everything else that's going on? I mean, you guys went back to back, 13-3, didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but are you a fan of LaFleur?
I am. I was when they fired McCarthy. I was more scared than happy because you don't know what you're going to get with a new coach.
Yeah.
I was pretty scared, but if you had asked me we were going to go 13-3 the first 2 years with Lafleur, I would have never ever said that would happen. And 2 NFC Championship games.
Yeah. Matt, so, and we'll come back to the Packers. What else? Do you follow any other sports? Like, who do you follow?
I do a little NASCAR and college basketball.
All right, and who do you follow in college basketball?
The Fighting Illini.
Are you serious?
My grandpa would love you.
Huggy
Okay,
Bear
wait.
would
Who did you say was? We got a different thing pulled up here. Who did you say was the number 1 scoring leader?
No, I don't think we did.
leader.
Yeah, rushing leader. Yeah, we didn't get into that. So the Fighting Illini in basketball. All right. Do you follow them in football at all on Saturdays? No.
Not anymore. Not when it's no fun when they're not that good, you know.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been fun for a while.
No, it hasn't been fun for a while.
That was at you, Huggy.
Not with Iowa.
So there's nothing here, Matt. No University of Iowa love at all.
I used to hate them, but I don't mind their basketball team, and their football team's not bad. I don't mind Friends.
Okay.
And you know what? As much as I don't like the Iowa Hawkeyes, they do produce good NFL players.
That's true. Yeah,
some of them go and play for the Packers.
A lot of them, and we get a lot of good ones from Iowa.
Yeah. Micah Hyde for many years.
Mike Daniels.
And then you get the Earl Lyman.
Well, then
Blaga. And I was mad they didn't take one of those 2 tight ends a couple years ago.
Everybody was mad. I know.
Now, as far as Illinois football, are you happy with their hire with Brett Bielema?
I am. I wish they'd done better with Lovie Smith. I thought I had high hopes for him, but it didn't work out.
He's just a bear, though, remember?
He is.
I never really thought any too much. And by the way, like, I have a friend down in Tampa Bay when Lovie got hired after he left the Bears, and I said, congratulations on being bored out of your mind for the rest of the...
I was mad when he got fired from Chicago, because, I mean, we got 2 wins a year that
Two's not enough.
That's great.
Yeah.
2 wins a year because they
remember Lovie
guaranteed.
Smith's press conference when he got hired by the Bears? And he said, my goal is to beat the Green Bay Packers. He never could really do it.
No. Not one bit. Not at all.
That's great stuff.
Hey, okay, we have a question. Matthew Erickson wants to know, Matt, who do you think the Packers should take in the upcoming draft?
They definitely need to do something at the wide receiver position or defensive end. They need to put another pass rusher. I don't follow college football that much to know who's out there.
Yeah.
T-Roy can tell you.
That's why I'm here, buddy.
There you go. You guys would be the dream team.
They have, I have them slotted to take a wide receiver in my upcoming .08 mock draft.
Oh, well, lay it on us, Troy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want
You
to
get what
give
he
it
did
away.
there, right, Matt? The .08, yeah.
He's a wide receiver. I don't want to give the name away right now. Emily could be listening and trying to steal my picks.
That's right.
Oh.
Because we have to have Emily on.
By the way, she was bad-mouthing Deep Dish Pizza on Twitter yesterday. I had to put a stop to that.
Well, hold on, slow down. What do you mean she was bad-mouthing? Don't talk foul about Emily.
Well, she was
Who's
talking
Emily?
foul about
Is that
Deep
your
Dish
girl?
Pizza.
No, Emily, that's not my girl. Emily Van Buskirk. She calls in the show all the time. Pay attention.
said
Is she the one that dated the hot dog guy?
No, yes, but yes and no, and we're not supposed to talk about that.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
Bad.
Jesus Cristo, Leah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, that's
My goodness.
She
Yes.
did not date the hot dog guy.
I didn't talk about it. I just mentioned it. once.
Anyway, back to what we're saying. She said that Deep Dish Pizza was bread bowl with
She's
tomato
not
soup.
wrong. I don't want bread with some marinara on it.
Well, then get your deep dish.
Those are- no, that's-
Where are you eating your deep dish pizza from?
I don't eat deep. First of all, I don't eat pizza.
What is
All
wrong
right,
with
leave
you?
this room right now.
You're kicked
Matt,
out.
you let her come in here like this?
Yeah.
I did.
You met this woman in public and talked to her?
Just briefly. I didn't know she
Yeah, you didn't know she had all these problems? Yeah.
You didn't know she had all these problems.
That's what
Neither
everybody
do we.
says after they meet me. What's going on?
Good God.
No, I
Leah.
like white sauce pizza and I like the nacho
What?
taco from Taco
That's
Bell.
white sauce
What's
pizza.
wrong with you?
I don't like marinara sauce. Is that not okay?
No, it's not okay.
It's not American.
Yeah.
Marinara's Italian,
I don't care.
first of all. So
First
I'm
of all,
very
don't yell at
American.
our don't yell at
Hold
our
on a
guest.
second, yeah. Do you not like bubblegum?
I don't
hate
like
bubblegum.
bubblegum.
Do you not like ranch?
I don't like ice cream.
Love ranch.
I don't like pizza.
Do you not like chicken?
I love
These are
chicken.
all things that I like. Pizza, bubblegum, ranch dressing, and chicken are all things I think every American should.
Okay, first of all, don't put me in a box. Number one.
I'm not putting you in a
You're in a
box. I'm just
box.
saying, like, what do you do or do you not like? That's
I
all.
don't like pizza. Thin crust, like bruschetta pizza or like anything like that, like flatbread. I like that. I do not like marinara sauce. Like you could not pay me to eat marinara sauce. Period. And that's all pizza sauce is.
Okay, Matt. When you go back to Geneseo,
Nothing
and you
wrong
talk
with
about how
hats.
crazy Bomber is, and you tell people about this.
Yeah.
I do want you to spread this word that be like, yes, these idiots have no idea what they're talking about at any time. You could just say like, I walked in the studio and there was nothing in front of me. There was no outline. These idiots just talk nonsense.
And Leah doesn't like anything American. She's not a patriot. Everything's fake.
She likes the national anthem.
I'm the most patriotic person in this room at any given moment.
Can't be. Not if you don't like pizza.
Pizza's Italian, you guys.
No.
So,
Sorry.
all right, Matt, back to talking to you about sports before we have to take our first break of the second hour. Do you consider that you follow like the NFL across the board, or is it just that's my game? Like, do you do fantasy football?
I do fantasy football.
Okay.
I do follow most of the NFL.
Okay.
Not just don't get me wrong, I love the Packers, but I do watch them. I'll watch every game, any given time, anywhere.
Okay.
I'll go to any stadium, watch a football game.
Okay, do you think that it should have been the Buccaneers and the Packers in the Super Bowl?
No, couldn't have been. Well, I thought that they're both in the NFC.
I know
right?
you thought that.
Yeah,
I called that
as far as between the two of them.
I called it.
I called it too.
Yeah, I said whoever wins this game is winning the Super Bowl. I said in the Packers versus the Buccaneers.
Do you think the Packers have a better team than the Chiefs all around?
I think they could have beat the Chiefs on Sunday. The Chiefs did not play their best game.
Well, yeah, when anybody could have beat them on Sunday.
Yeah. The Chiefs probably got more talent.
Cowboys couldn't beat
Let's
them on
go.
Sunday.
Yeah, let's go over this. Like Tom Brady even reached out to Mahomes and was like, "Listen, man, you were going up a hill because you did not have an offensive line. Like, sorry about that." And he texted Tyrone Matthew to apologize for him. The beef that they got into, which I didn't want to see that from Tom, but he did say like he felt bad for Mahomes because of the offensive line, but we knew going into this
He carried that team the entire game.
to 9 points.
Yeah, but that's what can one man do?
9 points.
9 points.
The thing is this, Bomber, what changed in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of Super Bowl week when we're like, listen, this offensive line isn't
A
going
team
to do
with
it.
defensive line. A team with a better defense. I mean,
Well, but the thing is, what got to me is all of the talking heads on the mothership, every one of them, except for one guy, picked the Chiefs. Like, and Jay and I were both pointing out, this defense looks really good, and their O-line's hurt. Like, why couldn't they figure that out? You know what I mean? These people are really getting paid a lot more than we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's
And
just,
they
I feel bad for Mahomes because I know that he has the talent to be on a winning team, and he just needs the winning team to back him up because he's a winner.
But-
he's like Brady, but Brady has more experience and more wherewithal to carry a team. You know.
All right, so Mahomes has his contract. He'll be there for a while. Will the Chiefs get back there? I don't know.
No.
Will Aaron Rodgers, Matt, end his career, not a one-day contract, will he end his career as a Packer quarterback?
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
You think he's
You
going
think
to leave the
he's pissed
Packers?
I think we already saw it happen with Favre. I wouldn't be surprised they did it again.
Do you know what he has left on his contract right now off the top of your head, or no?
He's got
thought it was
3 years, I think.
I
3
believe so.
years
I believe
left?
so. Yeah, I
Oh,
believe
wow.
so.
Yeah.
But he
3
can
years will
always
be 40.
restructure it, but he's going to make it front-loaded or back-loaded. And it was the guy that was on there. Remember we talked last week to Alex Schroff, and there was some guy that went on that played for the Packers, and he said that he's like, I think he's going to hold their feet to the fire. Like, you have to do something that's going to show me how you're moving forward. Now, they went 13-3 the year before. They went 13-3 last year. I actually thought they were more of a false 13-3 last year than they were this year. I thought Aaron Rodgers was incredible, and I've been saying it since we were a podcast that Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. No disrespect to Patrick Mahomes, though.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
I'm just telling you because
you get mad.
Because there are times where I'm like, maybe we should call the MVP award the Patrick Mahomes award, and he should just hand it off to people because he's that talented.
Yes.
But when you really look at it, if Aaron Rodgers is not starting under center for the Packers, they are in big, big trouble.
They are.
And that's insane.
Where
And all
would
he
Aaron
had-
Rodgers go, though?
Dallas.
Somebody's got big money.
49ers.
Dallas doesn't have money.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Really? For a new quarter? Not for Aaron Rodgers' talent.
I just look at it this way. They
You'd
just
have to
drafted-
trade it, though.
If they're going to draft Jordan Love to be Aaron Rodgers' replacement, and they can't let 3 more years go by without playing Jordan Love, because then he'll be out of his rookie contract, and they're going to end up having to pay him more money he's never played. You don't know what you got with him.
And how long until Aaron Rodgers started How long was he the backup to Favre?
He sat
2 years.
2 years? 3 years?
3 years.
Ugh.
I remember the first game that he came in and played.
I think I do too.
Favre got injured against the Cowboys, and Aaron Rodgers came in.
I remember that. I really do.
Do you follow? So you said, Matt, you said you do NASCAR. Do you do baseball? Do you follow it?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Baseball fan.
Okay. And then the NASCAR thing, like, we're just
who's
not.
your favorite racer?
Kevin Harvick.
Harvick? Not Ricky Bobby?
No.
Ricky Booby?
I was
Not Bubba Smollett?
I was an Earnhardt fan, and then when he died and then Harvick took over the 3 car, I just became a Harvick fan.
There you go. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know any NASCAR at all.
What?
You?
Don't?
No.
Come on.
Not at
I
all.
knew Dale Earnhardt.
Harvick's really good.
Dale Earnhardt and the junior, and that's basically when I bowed out. We call it nap car
What about
mask because
that?
when you put it on, it lulls you to sleep.
What about the Rainbow Warrior? Jeff
I-
Gordon.
He's no longer
Or the
racing.
Black SS of the Navigation.
Nope. We got nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, but he's no longer racing.
No,
Gordon isn't.
He
Yeah.
retired a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then the bad boy of racing used to be Tony Stewart.
So when is the draft? The NFL draft?
April.
Okay. Are we gonna have a big draft party?
Yeah.
Well, we had one too. Well, last year we couldn't do it because of COVID, but 2 years ago we did.
Yeah, we did it over at
Cavanaugh's.
Okay, well,
It was good with
regardless,
Rosso,
we
whatever
can't-
else. It was like we broke down everything. It was a pretty good show.
Okay.
Yeah, Matty Erickson was there. Huggy Bear was there.
Do you follow the draft pretty well?
I do.
Do you?
Yes.
Are you
T-Ray's
excited for
been
my
putting-
.08 draft mock
I am.
draft to come out? I got it. It's looking
He
good,
has
bud.
been working on. Look at this thing. Like, just show him. Just show him the. Look at the. Look at that.
I've been, and then
He's been working on
that's
this for like
and then a
totally-
rank,
yeah.
and then, individual
He looks like an
position
accountant.
ranking sheets. Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, Matt. You know, when you're talking to yourself and you look over and someone's just writing in pencil, it's been a lot of fun for 2 hours from 12 to 2. I mean, there's 22 hours out in the day that he could take this piece of paper, this notebook with him.
I leave it
But
here.
it's been a lot of fun when I go, hey, you with me? You want to read a promo? And he goes, huh? I was writing
Troy's
this down.
doing that.
Yeah.
I'm over here shopping.
Hey, I've not
I'm
been
paying
doing it the whole
attention
time.
because I'm.
It's a lot of fun, Matt. Let me tell you.
Jay,
Yeah, yeah.
I try to do it in breaks, man. I've been doing it in breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Did you wake up and wake up in the middle of the night right on there too?
I just get it in my head, you know.
I
Sometimes
can see you rolling over at 2 a.m. waking up and go, oh my god, I gotta do that.
I actually do dream about the draft.
I don't doubt it at all.
I dream about Criminal Minds.
Because you have a criminal mind.
Exactly.
Before you came on the air, Matt, with us, we were talking about obscure, like, sports that we do that we can do or whatever else. Do you do any type of, like, sports, bowling, darts, or anything like that?
Rolly-bully.
What's rolly-bully?
Rolly-bully's it's a bowling ball that's like cut in thirds and it's got a little angle on it. It's like a cross between bowling and horseshoes. It's got a wooden stake that sticks out of the ground, and you roll the rolly ball. It's got an angle, so you roll it in the curves. Yeah, I get like closest to the wooden stake.
I've never heard of rolling
No. All right, hold on a second. My dad is going to lose his mind, and so is my brother. There was a park in Moline that we used to play softball at, fast pitch softball, and they had these courts there.
Rolly-bully courts. You can do it on sand or carpet.
What is it called? What was the place at? There's a park. The water tower was by there, Moline. Do you know what I'm talking about, Bomber?
No.
But they had courts for this.
Yep.
They had horseshoe courts. I don't know what they're called. Pits. And then they had this as well, where people, they just,
Yep.
and it just
Where was
curves,
it at?
right? It's a Moline.
It wasn't Blackhawk Park.
No. I'll text my father when we go to break here. He'll let me know where we used to play.
How would I know there were softball fields there? Because I played softball for 9 years.
Yeah, but it was just one
was it-
softball. It was over by a water tower. It was in Moline. I don't know exactly what it's called.
Was it
I feel like a
Greenview,
John's or something.
Okay, I don't know.
Stevens Park. Chipper said.
Oh, yeah, I know
There you go.
Stevens Park.
Chipper just came through.
I
Stevens
played there.
Park. Okay, so that's a rolly-bully?
Yep.
Yeah. So Stevens Park. Yeah.
There's another one down at Hampton we played at along the river.
How did you get into that?
I have some friends that rolly-bully, and it's something to do in the wintertime. We got our own rolly-bully club in Geneseo. It's indoors, so we can go in there and play rolly-bully all winter long. It's just something to pass time.
I kind of want to play rolly-bully.
I kind of want to play rolly-bully too.
Dude,
they got a club. I want
they
to
have
be
a song about it too. Rolly-bully.
Yeah, I don't think that's
rolly-bully.
it.
You got that rolly-bully.
But I want to be invited in the. I want to be invited to the public, the private club. I want to be.
You guys can come over
I'm not
anytime.
only a member, I'm the president. Okay,
Yeah.
like that's what I want to strive for.
Wow.
John, what
President
do you
of the
know?
Rolly
Google
Bully
it
Club.
and watch how it's played sometime. Come on over and you can more than welcome all you guys.
Oh, that'd be so fun. We could go
Wow.
live from the Rolly Bully Club.
Well, look at Chip coming through on the
Oh.
T-Roy non-text
Matt, I
thread.
don't think you want
Stevens
Leah
Pike.
at your roller bully club. She'll start hitting on people and pissing off the wives. Yeah.
Can we do a roller skating?
First of all, I would not be hitting on them.
Yeah, you would.
Oh yeah, you would.
Yeah, right. Be like, Coral, they're kidding.
Flirting is not hitting on. I just.
She'd wear something inappropriate.
All right, we gotta
And she
take
doesn't wear
our
underwear, so you know
first
that
break
goes.
of the second hour. We got to take a break.
Oh my
Your
So
turn.
we'll be right back here on ESPN 1170
Best
AM. Don't
choice.
hassle us, we're local.
Operated in the Quad Cities since 1934 and owned locally, Tri-City Equipment is your source for restaurant equipment and value. Ladies, if you need to get some cookware,
Oh, ladies. Only ladies.
yeah,
need
or
cookware.
utensils, yeah,
Yeah.
guys.
No, that's not true.
That's
Don't
not
do
what I'm
that.
saying.
Don't do that.
You ready to start? I'll put you two right back
Hey,
in the
Jay
kitchen.
and Matt, do you need some cookware?
No, they don't. They're boys. Anyway, if you're looking to cater an event, Matt or Jay, check out Tri-City Equipment online at tricityequipment.com, or you can go down to 527 West 4th Street in Davenport. Remember, they deliver to all Quad City residents and match online pricing, so give them a call today there, Coral. 563-322-5382 with all your
Right
silly
now.
little questions. Showroom hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Tri-City Equipment, 527 West 4th Street in
Davenport.
I've been earning and burning, snapping necks and cashing.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand...
Hey, Crawford guy, go long.
No, I can't.
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike three.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot.
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
Reporting for duty. More from the Iowa Almanac in a moment.
I'm Michael Swanger, owner and publisher of Iowa History Journal. Start the new year by reading our January-February issue. It's packed with interesting stories including African-American publisher and civil rights activist James B. Morris Sr. Discover the beauty of Iowa's crinoids. Read about the history of Northwest Iowa and revisit the Amish school crisis of 1965 that captured the world's attention. Get your copy of Iowa History Journal at Hy-Vee or Fairway or by going to iowahistoryjournal.com.
Back in August of 1917, units from Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota formed the 34th Infantry Division of the National Guard. We know them as the Red Bull Division. The name comes from the shoulder sleeve insignia designed for a training camp contest by artist Marvin Cohn, a soldier enlisted in the unit. His design evoked their desert training grounds in New Mexico by superimposing a red steer skull over a black Mexican water jug. As what became World War II expanded in Europe and a reluctant United States was about to be drawn into the conflict, initial steps were taken to prepare troops through precautionary training. The 34th was deemed one of the most service-ready units. The Selective Training and Service Act of 1940 became law in September of that year, and the first draft in peacetime in U.S. history began. Soon after came the activation of the 34th on February 10, 1941. Troops from Iowa, both Dakotas, and Minnesota mustered out for duty, traveling by rail and truck convoys to the new Camp Claiborne in Rapides Parish, Louisiana, near Alexandria. Pearl Harbor Day was still 10 months away, but Iowa boys reported for duty with the Red Bull 34th Infantry Division on this date in 1941. And that's Iowa Almanac for February 10th. Until tomorrow, I'm Jeff Stein.
What does the woman you love want this Valentine's Day? Roses? Chocolate? Jewelry? Why not get all three? At Dolan Jewelers, with the purchase of just $99, you'll get a dozen roses and a box of Russell Stover chocolates. That's right, only $99. Get everything you need to make this Valentine's Day one to remember. A dozen roses, chocolates, and jewelry. And get it all at Dolan Jewelers. Dolan Jewelers, 3865 Elmore in Davenport, or dolanjewelers.com.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Like, who was that? Greeny, who said the time to say it about personal pride was weeks ago? I mean, I understand what he's saying. He's not wrong. It's fine, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Keyshawn saying they started Foles. There's no. I disagree. The issue is one thing with Chicago. They have no offensive line, period. That's the whole problem. No offensive line. They have a thin receiving core, it's true, but no offensive line. If I had to design a football team, and I have like 10 spots where I can put all my resources, right? Where am I going to put all my resources? Like, what 10 spots do I want covered out of a roster of 50, right? I want a stud quarterback, of course, everyone does. My next 5 spots will be stud offensive linemen.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Get the most earned income credit with AmeriFile. Don't do your own taxes this year. With COVID relief, tax refunds could be at record levels. It's incredible. AmeriFile's tax preparers will compare last year's income with this year's income and select the one that gets you the most earned income credit. Repeat, AmeriFile gets you the most earned income credit guaranteed. Call AmeriFile 762-8087. Don't do your own taxes. This is not a normal tax year. AmeriFile. With the CARES Act, Stimulus Recovery Credit, and new earned income tax calculation, you'll get the most refund with AmeriFile. Switch from doing your own taxes with TurboTax, and AmeriFile prepares your federal and state taxes for only $45 to $89. Drop off your tax stuff at AmeriFile's drive-through windows in both Moline and Davenport for contactless tax prep. Call 762-8087 or AmeriFile.com. TurboTax is a registered trademark, and pricing may not include non-common forms such as Schedule C, E, and F. See AmeriFile.com for details.
Download the ESPN 1170 app today and never miss a thing. From the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170, KBOB Davenport.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Don't Hassle Us Local, AM 1170. Thanks for tuning in. Full house here today. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got Matt here too, talking about the Green Bay Packers. But Matt, all right, let's take a different route when we come back to this. Do you hate the Bears?
I do hate the Bears.
You do?
How much do you hate the Bears?
A lot.
With a passion?
Much as we hate Leah.
With a passion.
Do you think the Bears-Packers rivalry is the best rivalry in the NFL?
Yes.
I think so too.
Have you ever been to a Bears-Packers game?
No.
I have.
It's a blast.
I have. It's a lot like the Brewers and the Cubs games.
No, I don't think so.
I lived in Milwaukee.
No, I disagree.
When we would go to Lambeau, and yes, it's not as intense, but it is. The traffic is just as bad. I'll just put it that way.
The only reason why I disagree is they spent those years in the American League too long. Do you know what I'm saying? Before the Brewers
You're
finally...
You're thinking way too far into it. I'm just thinking about traffic, getting home from work, and getting back.
I don't like Milwaukee, period.
I hate it now.
I don't like where the Brewers are at whatsoever. I do like Lambeau, by the way. It's the only place I've been to, and I love the place. I don't like Milwaukee.
Not anymore.
I don't like their stadium. I don't like where it is. It's off. Like
Jeffrey Dahmer's from there too. So.
There's not like a tavern nearby or anything like that. I hate that whole idea of it.
Well, wow. She would point out Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, I was literally just listening to a podcast about it today.
Okay, so here's the thing. A friend of mine was like, "You want to go see where Jeffrey Dahmer's building was?" I was like, yes. So we're driving by, and before he could even say there it was, the hair on my arm stood up. And I was like, it's right here. And he's like, yeah, it's right there. Like I felt
That's the first thing you think of in Milwaukee is Jeffrey Dahmer?
That's kind of
I think of Laverne and Shirley.
We're true crime people.
Shafil, Shavazel, Hassan Pepper Incorporated.
Yeah.
Well, I think about crime now. That's why I left. But now it's going...
I don't even come close to even Dahmer coming in there. I think I'm going to be wrong on this. Like, what is it, Milwaukee Fest or Summerfest?
Summerfest.
It's Summerfest. Yeah. But Summerfest, even when I was there, started to get bad. So that's absolutely different.
Well, what year was that?
I moved back when I was 27, so 10 years ago.
Now, the other thing about on our way to Lambeau...
And it's gone downhill since.
We stayed at like some resort. They all
Stabbing, shootings.
When you get to that area in Wisconsin, everything looks like the same resort from Dirty Dancing, which is weird.
Yeah, the Supper Club resort.
Yeah, the Supper Club. Yeah, Kellerman's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody puts Lee in the corner.
Well, who doesn't?
Me too.
But all right. So, like, what about the Vikings?
Where's my peach lip gloss?
That's getting close to the Bears-Packers rivalry.
Yeah.
I don't care for the Vikings either, especially Anthony Barr.
Detroit Lions.
They're in the bottom division. I care less about the Detroit Lions.
Take that right now.
Social media puts me in the corner. Why? Because I got 20.
I got one for you.
You're a bad.
Matt, I got one for you. Was Des Bryant's catch a catch against the Packers? Cowboys versus Packers.
It probably was a catch.
Thank you.
But you'll take it?
Yes, I will take it.
Well, you're damn right you'll take it. That was, yeah.
All right.
How about was the Fail Mary against the Seahawks?
I can just tell you exactly what it was for them.
Rodgers threw it, right?
Yep.
And then they called it incomplete?
Well, they both came down at the same time, and they gave it to the Seahawks for the interception.
I thought that was a catch by the Packers.
I thought it was a touchdown for the Packers, too.
Matt, if you couldn't have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback right now for the Packers, who would you want to have?
Out of the ones that are in the NFL or anybody?
Out of the ones in the NFL. Yes, that are currently active on an NFL roster.
You win. I'm proud of you.
Because now you have to be admitting that maybe there might be a better quarterback out there than Aaron Rodgers.
No, you said he couldn't have him.
I know, but
There are
I
two
wanna figure that-
quarterbacks
that-
out there
yeah.
better than Aaron Rodgers, and I can name them right now. Would you like me to? Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Let Matt go. Is your name Matt?
I would take
It can be.
Mahomes or Lamar Jackson.
Really?
You can call me Matt if you want to.
Do you think that Lamar Jackson would fit into LaFleur's offense?
I think LaFleur would make it work. Come up with something to match his style of offense, to match Lamar Jackson's.
Now, do you have an issue with LaFleur's name being as feminine as it is? LaFleur means the flower in French. Does that bother you at all?
No.
None?
None.
No whatsoever? I find it hard to be intimidated.
That's a great question. I'm sorry.
I know, but what is
that was
wrong
a
with
great
you?
question.
I have a hard time taking any man named LaFleur seriously.
He can't help it.
Do you hear a guy named General LaFleur? You're just gonna you're gonna chuckle to yourself a little bit.
Will Jordan Love take a starting snap as a quarterback for the Packers?
Only if Rodgers gets hurt.
Got my vest.
Only if Rodgers gets hurt.
If
All
he
right.
does become a starter, will you nickname him Brother Love?
Love that.
And will you guys do the I'm Brother Love and we love you?
Love you. Do you watch professional wrestling, Matt?
I do not.
Okay, well, that's where Brother Love comes in. Bruce Pritchard, yeah.
Nobody watches professional wrestling.
Knock it off.
What are you talking about? We watched the Royal Rumble last week.
Coral and I are just asking each other why we're friends with you guys.
We ask us.
Why wouldn't you
We
be?
ask that every day.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, why wouldn't you be or whatever else?
Great.
Me disappearing behind the box.
Leaving me to take the heat, that's fine. That's fine.
What is your favorite Green Bay Packer memory?
The first play when in '97 Super Bowl.
Okay.
Favre for the touchdown to Andre Rison.
That would have been the '97 Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Okay. So
the
that was
touchdown to Andre Badman Rising.
Yep. First
Okay.
play.
I don't know. I remember that.
What's your worst Green Bay Packer memory?
I don't recall.
No, the overtime against the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game.
Okay.
Bostic fumbled the onside kick and
They lost by 2?
they got beat. I don't know if it was by 2.
They got beat. Yeah.
They got beat. They blew that game. They were up by like 17 with a couple minutes to go and got beat.
Okay, Matt. I want to know like what level of fan you are. Does it change your day if they lose?
Yes.
It does?
Yeah.
Do you yell at the TV?
Yes.
Have you broken a TV before?
I've thrown things at the TV
You-
before.
Have you thrown a remote control at the TV before?
Tell me you have mental illness without telling me that you have mental illness.
It's not mental illness.
I'm joking. Hey, I have
It's mental illness, love.
No, but like people that get so upset at sports, I'm the same way. If I bet, especially if I bet money on a game,
Yeah.
I'm right there with y'all. We're all mentally ill. It's just to what degree.
So your Sunday can give or take
Tell me I'm lying.
based on how the game goes, right?
Yep.
And you mentioned that you said you did fantasy football.
Yep.
So does that take anything away when you're like, well, at least I got a victory here?
Yeah. I mean,
A little bit?
Yeah. Sometimes you really want the Packers to win, but you need somebody or they're playing to score a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, it gets hard. Or who knows who to root for, but you
I think
you guys got to be in the same boat, right?
Oh yeah. I think and T-Roy to same thing. Like he'll be upset about the Cowboys, and I think usually it's about Tuesday when your fantasy team wins all because of Monday Night Football. Then you're like, I'm okay with it. But yeah, your Sundays are a little bit different if they lose. Like I just don't follow it the same way you do. Like Matt, I mean,
it would be a lot better if it didn't have like Eddie and everybody else piling on me every time they lost.
Well, they have to because you know everything about everything.
I do not.
When you lose, it is glorious for the little men.
Get the hell out of here.
Matt, let me ask you a question.
All right.
What is the most money you've bet on a Packers game?
Oh, on a single game?
One single game.
Just a couple hundred.
That's it?
On a game, yeah.
Okay.
In the Super Bowl squares, I got square in a squares bracket, $1,000 a square.
Woo!
Whoa! Did you win that
Nice.
ever? If that
No,
if that
not
hits,
yet.
what is
Yeah,
it, 50
yeah,
grand
you're
or
not
something?
IRS is going to
Well,
be
I
involved.
had
You
some
can't
buddies
answer.
that cashed in for $24,000 this year.
Nice. Okay, so what's the
Holy
most
cow.
you've ever won was 24,000?
I have some buddies that won $24,000 on their square this year.
What's the most you've ever won?
The most I've ever won is about $600.
Okay, well that's nothing to
Gambling or squares?
nothing to scoff at.
Gambling.
Yeah.
It's almost my mortgage. That's not a bad win. Right? Am I right?
Great to win that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up like $8 in Dogecoin
there's
right
a-
now, so.
Over by Spring Valley, Illinois, there's a guy that does squares over there. They're $10,000 a square.
That's nuts.
$1 million.
It's absolutely nuts. How do you even drive home from there or whatever else after releasing the squares or like getting the money from people? How do you even drive home from that?
I don't
It's
know.
insane.
With a gun?
With a bulletproof vest.
I guess so, but $10,000 a square is nuts.
I would
Yeah, but
never be
That
involved in that.
Brink's truck.
Insane.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't sleep at night because you know
Do
he
they
doesn't
take check?
take it, put it in the bank. You can't put it in the bank. Here's $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that to people. No. I'll take 50 or 100 from
I can't imagine just like the text and being like, hey, with me and 3 other dudes and being like, hey, let's each put in 2,500. We're going to get on
No.
squares and we're going to have 1 out of 4 chance to win. Now, do they do neighbors? Do they do anything
They
else?
pay touches
Okay.
and reverse
That
squares.
helps. That helps a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
Leah charges for touches.
Who wouldn't?
Right.
I mean, don't you? People who touch you for free?
Depends on who it is.
Same.
And she mentioned, making a small wager on a game here and there. Illinois has got a bill in there, but you guys can still do like DraftKings, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So do you do daily fantasy too?
I do not do daily fantasy.
Okay.
It gets to be too much when you do. I got 3 fantasy leagues and a pick'em league, and then you just forget on what you got going where.
All right, real quick. You have 3 fantasy leagues.
Yep.
Here's where it's going to start now. Are they all redraft?
Yep.
Do you keep anyone?
I love that.
One keeper.
One keeper?
One keeper.
How long do you have the contract for?
1 year.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No.
I'm
All right, so this is, and I'm going to give you the advice, and you've listened to the show before. I'm going to give you some advice. Out of your 1 out of your 3, talk to the commissioner, and either do A, the keeper is T-Roy, what do we have, 3 years?
Or 5.
5 years, which is okay.
3 players for 5 years.
3 players for 5 years, yep. But the other thing is the auction.
We do the auction draft.
You do that,
Yep.
okay.
It goes a lot quicker.
Well, we've said this over and over again. We hate the snake. Like, it's just, instead of like, oh, good pick, or oh man, I was going to take him. That's what the beauty of the auction is.
Right, everybody has a chance.
Yeah.
So you pick a player for 5 years. Is that what you said?
So in a keeper league, so you have your roster, and after the first year, each team had the choice of keeping 3 players, and they were on a 5-year contract.
Okay, so when you guys do the fantasy, do you get to do that too? You pick 3 players that you keep for 5 years?
Right.
Yeah.
I need to get in on this.
So then, like, even if you take a lottery, like let's just say like a couple years ago, you went after Lamar Jackson in the 7th round. He gets to stay in the 7th round. Every year he moves up another. He goes to 6th round or 5th round or whatnot.
Mhm.
Yeah, every year he graduates to the next one.
Do you get a bonus when they move up?
No, you just lose a draft spot at that
out of
position.
that
Okay, I don't like it. Too complicated. I'm out.
It's not complicated. It's not complicated at all. It's not complicated at all. It's not complicated at all.
And
at
I'm
all.
done.
I'm telling you, it's not complicated.
Okay.
But it makes more sense than having a redraft league where you just throw everybody back into there. It's just that's so archaic. It's ridiculous.
I want to join
It's
a
not
draft
fun.
where when the draft happens in April, correct?
Mhm.
I just want to be able to be like, okay, I think this team's going to pick this person. This team's going to pick this person. Do you have a draft like that for people to?
You want us to make up a mock fantasy
Yes.
draft?
For which team is going to pick which college player? Yeah. That would be fun.
Why do you always give us that look?
No,
Yeah.
how accurate do you think you could be, T-Ray? Out of this.
On who's going to pick what?
But let's just do like the first 20 drafts rather than like all whatever.
Well, if you just do the first round, like last year, I was pretty good. I got
See?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
See?
6, 7.
I'm not crazy. I mean,
8.
I am, but not.
I got 8 of 32 right.
That's unheard of, though.
8 of 32 right, and then I got a lot of positions right. As in, like, the Giants took an offensive tackle.
8 of 32 is a fourth of what the draft picks. That's it. That's
Yeah.
actually
It's
pretty good.
It's very, very good.
That is really good.
I would say, honestly, I would have put it at over under at 4 that you can get right. Obviously, the
this
first
year,
pick is
the first pick's always you're going to usually get right unless there's a trade. So I mean, we're 100% positive it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. I mean, that's a given. Now everything after that, whether everything's written in pencil, so I can either erase it because that draft pick's going to change, or they're going to sign a free agent or whatever else.
You've already erased a lot. And
But I
replaced
think
them.
that it would be.
Yes, I've gone back and forth and changed my mind on a few things.
So let's do a mock draft, fantasy, but the first 20 picks.
No, do the first 32.
First 32? Okay.
That sounds.
So you want to like actually do a draft and just
Mhm.
see if we're just right.
And everybody put in like $20. And whoever takes all, takes all.
Okay. If I'm the Packers, I'm taking a quarterback. Done deal.
A quarterback?
A quarterback, of course. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. No.
What? I'm like, are you
No,
serious?
there's no way. Eventually, if I'm the Packers, I'm trying to make Aaron Rodgers happy because he's entirely in FU mode the entire year.
Well, they have an opportunity to get
See, it's
a
a
really
thinking
good
game.
wideout.
It's thinking. I mean, it's
There'll be at least 2 decent wideouts for them to choose from at 29.
But they can also look into free agency, though.
And
That's an
if they
option.
do that, obviously, I would say to them, I would sign Chris Godwin.
I was just listening to something about that today, where Chris Godwin's going to go. I forget now.
He'd be a great accompaniment to Adam.
Do you guys have that in the cap space? Everything else? Do you think?
I think we do. I don't know why they didn't go after Fuller when they had the chance. I mean, they kept talking about it and never pulled the plug.
I think the Fuller thing, like Deshaun Watson said, if they would have traded, and he did say, he's like, if they would have traded Fuller, the S would have hit the fan right then and there.
Well, it still is going to.
It is now, yeah. But I mean, he made him worried or whatever else, and now Fuller is a free agent, so he's.
And Watson doesn't want to be there either.
No, I mean, he's going to get traded, even though they say they're not going to get traded. But eventually, they're going to trade him somewhere. So, I mean, you just have to, right? You can't have a disgruntled quarterback the entire time. I mean, but Packers would make it work. 13-3. Yeah, I mean, because
that's what it takes to get 13-3. Let's have disgruntled
why
Aaron
he's-
Rodgers every year.
You gotta have
That's why
FU
he's riding in the
Rodgers.
back of a pickup truck with a case of Bud Light.
That's right.
What?
Drinking
Who
away his
doesn't?
blues.
Is he single?
No.
He was. Now he's engaged.
Dates Olivia Moon.
Was he engaged? No, he's dating somebody else.
Oh, Danica Patrick.
No,
I can
not
buy
no
my-
longer
I
dating
can-
her
I can
either.
buy my own case
He's dating
of
that
Bud
chick from, that lady from Little Big Lies, who I don't like.
The redhead.
Reese
Oh,
Witherspoon?
The redhead. Not Nicole Kidman. Not Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, Shane
There you go. Woodley.
Shane Woodley.
Yeah, that's who he's dating.
Ew, she's vanilla.
I like her. She's hot.
No, she's not.
No, she's not. She's vanilla. She's granola compared to the rest.
All right, we got to take a quick break here on ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us, we're local. Do we have anything to read?
Nope.
All right, well, then we're going straight into break. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.
The Rock says he's gonna make your
boat parade's going on.
Poo candy ass famous.
Live
You
photo.
like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
This is WQAD's Matt Randazzo, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. Now, Town Square has new tools that can help your business stand out and grow today. Go to GetLocalCustomersNow.com for a free local market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses in town are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too with Town Square. Plus, be one of the first business owners to sign up with Town Square and receive $500 in free advertising on this radio station. Start growing your business today. Visit GetLocalCustomersNow.com. That's GetLocalCustomersNow.com.
Hey tennis fans, listen up because I've got 2 ways for you to ace the Australian Open on FanDuel Sportsbook. First off, you can win a share of $20,000 when you bet any Aussie Open market. Earn points when you win to climb the tournament leaderboard. And if you don't have a FanDuel account, new users can bet the top 5 men's players to win this year's Open with exclusive 30-1 odds. Just sign up and make your first deposit in the Sportsbook app. That's what I love about FanDuel. Great promos every day. Easy to use, safe and secure, fast payouts. Get paid in as little as 24 hours. Unique bet types. Same game parlay only on FanDuel Sportsbook. So just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Trevor so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook. Promo code Trevor. 21 plus and present in Iowa. For odds boosts, must wager in designated offer market. $10 deposit required. $300 max bonus. For leaderboard, $10 wager required. $6,000 max bonus issued in site credit that expires in 7 days. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
I love getting fit and healthy at the YMCA. For a limited time, join us at the Y and get half off your joining fee. That's half off of the best value in fitness and feeling great. And it includes a ton of safety enhancements, unlimited virtual and in-person group exercise classes for all abilities, even your own coach to help you get started and create your own personal plan. Hurry, the YMCA half-off promotion ends on President's Day. Visit your YMCA today, online or in person, and we'll see you soon.
Drive around all day with the latest sports talk in your car on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Russell Wilson made some comments that may leave Seahawks fans sleepless in Seattle. The Pro Bowl QB said he'd like more input on who Seattle drafts and signs in free agency, especially after a season in which he was sacked 47 times. Here's what Wilson said when asked about those comments Tuesday.
Fans are going to want to know, are you frustrated with the Seahawks?
I'm frustrated with getting hit too much. I'm frustrated with that, you know.
Elsewhere, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes will undergo surgery Wednesday to repair a turf toe injury. He's expected to be fully recovered by the start of next season. And the NFL lost a legend with the passing of longtime coach Marty Schottenheimer. In his 20-year career, Schottenheimer had just 2 losing seasons and finished with the 7th most wins of any head coach in league history. Marty Schottenheimer was 77 years old. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Today on Hey Culligan, cleaner, safer drinking water. We got Chris in Cleveland.
Hey Culligan, I have a water pitcher. Is that safe?
Basic water pitchers are, let's say, passable, but a Culligan reverse osmosis system can do way more and help reduce lead, arsenic, something called pesticide runoff.
Hey Culligan?
Yeah, Chris?
I'll take one of those reverse
osmosis to get the mostest out of your drinking water? Chris, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Is your prostate waking you up more often than your alarm clock? The fact is, the older you get, the more likely you'll have prostate problems, which can affect your everyday life. That's where Prostate Complete by Real Health comes in. Prostate Complete is the result of 20 years of experience as a leader in men's health. The powerful formula in Prostate Complete supports natural prostate function and reduced urinary urges for a better quality of life. Available at Walmart. Visit prostateoneperday.com for special offers. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Don't Hassle So Local.
All right, so Bomber, we'll go into this because we started the beginning of the show with this way.
Yes, sir.
Where did this come from? This breaking news that you have?
I just got it on my ESPN alert, and it said that the NBA says that all teams will follow league policy and play the national anthem.
That's right. You know what? As of 104 Central Standard Time. Yep. One day after Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban confirmed to ESPN that his team stopped playing the national anthem for games, the NBA on Wednesday issued a statement saying that wouldn't be the case. Their quote by a league statement, with the NBA teams now in the process of welcoming fans back in the arenas, all teams will play the national anthem in keeping with long-standing league policy. Which is weird because I read a league policy that said teams can do whatever they want before their pregame.
Okay, but here's the thing: if
maybe they're talking about the pregame song. They're not talking about the national anthem, Jay. They're talking as in the Bulls playing that thing from Alan Parsons Project, whatever theme song. That's what they're saying.
you can be an independent owner, but you're still a part of a corporation, and that corporation supersedes all. You know what I mean?
What she said. Sign into rules.
Yeah.
Because of a thing that the NBA has permitted, and I said it to you, quote, the NBA has permitted teams to, quote, run their pregame operations as they see fit this season per a league sportsman. So from what happened yesterday comes to today. By the way, going back to it, nobody cared until someone brought this up out of nowhere. Like, they have had plenty of home games. They are just now ushering people back in. 1,500, I think, was the number I told you that we're going to be.
People probably didn't even notice.
No one noticed.
Right.
But now someone's taken notice to it.
Oh, I would notice.
Huh?
I would notice.
I would have noticed, but I wouldn't have like gone through a press conference and been like, hey, Mark Cuban, why are you not doing this? And he's like, we've been doing it the entire time.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this.
I think it's interesting that the NBA is doing that, too.
I think the NBA is realizing that they're losing viewers, and they have to do something to reconcile those viewers.
The
That's
other
what
thing
I
about
think.
the NBA that is messed up is that they allow teams to do whatever they want, but the NBA also requires players to stand for the anthem.
Mhm.
But the league has not enforced the rule in recent years.
Well, the time is now.
It seems like everything that NBA is doing is just all a big contradiction.
Always.
Yeah.
Same with the NFL. That's all they do.
Well, the NFL, yeah.
And every governor in the United States right now. I mean, if we're going to get down to the dirty tax, I mean, everything is not, we're living in an upside down world right now. Everything is up that should be down, and everything is down that should be up. This is just our reality right now, and it's clown world. Hong
Would you
Kong.
call it?
Hong Kong.
Would you call it curvy bully?
I would call it, it's roly bully.
Oh, roly bully.
There's an angle on every ball that is being tossed.
You would know.
And you never know what direction it's going to go.
You would know.
Politically, sports, everything.
Left
Everything
or-
in the world is...
What direction, left or right?
Left is right and right is left. Nothing makes sense.
Matt, do you have an opinion on this?
I think that every sport, every team should play the national anthem, and everybody should stand for it. That's how it should be. That's how it was when we were growing up. That's how it should still be.
I agree.
Everybody should be
I'm
proud
not
to live in a free country. We're the only one left. And for anybody to take advantage of that or to dismiss that in any way is disrespectful to the fact that the men and women of this country have died to protect our rights.
I'm not
Period. End of story.
Standing up for NASCAR, but NASCAR gets it right. Everybody stands out for the national anthem. Every team, everybody stands up side by side.
It's not bipartisan. It is American.
Yep.
And every single person that lives in this country is American.
All right.
Except for Mark Cuban.
Yeah, we don't like him. You can
He's
take
from
him.
Cuba, man.
You can take him, Canada.
We'll take a slight turn here, Matt. You're a sports fan. Your father made you be a Packers fan at a young age. What's the greatest sporting event you ever witnessed personally?
Like, be there personally?
Yeah.
I was
Are you kidding me?
at Illinois football game when they beat Penn State for the first time in like 40-some years.
Okay. That's good.
And I saw them beat Wisconsin a couple years ago. Illinois beat Wisconsin when Wisconsin was number 2 in the country a couple years ago.
So you were in Champaign?
Yes.
And you were happy about that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good. Yeah, it's a good memory. I've been to Champaign before. Not the best memories. What's your favorite one outside of the Super Bowl, the '97? What's your favorite like sports memory that you watched on there that you're like, I could watch this over and over again?
I could go back and watch all of Brett Favre's touchdown passes, his highlights, for hours.
You really like Brett Favre?
Yep.
Did you like him in Something About Mary?
So I never saw that.
What? You never saw that?
No.
I thought, Matt, you were going to be like, yeah, I own the DVD. Of course, yeah.
That's why we call him Brett Favre.
Brett Favre, yeah.
Do you remember when he played with a broken finger? That's my favorite thing to bring up.
I remember that.
Do you remember? And he played what? It was 2 games, right?
Yep.
2 games with a broken finger.
I don't know if I can answer like the greatest sports thing I've witnessed. Okay, the greatest sports thing I've witnessed.
Michael Jordan and the Bulls, 6-peat.
That wasn't like my team.
In person? Or
just in general, you watch on television, you're like, this is...
6 feet.
I'm saying, I mean, Brady coming back from 28-3, I was like blown away. But my entire like 80s with Montana, I was blown away. I'm sorry, Tira, I never cared about the 92, 93, 94, whatever, the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's when they beat the Packers. I hated the Cowboys back then.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, me too, Jay. I actually think I go back to one of the things I thought was most impressive was when Mike Tyson just dismantled people like Trevor Burbeck. I mean, Trevor Burbeck was a good fighter.
Yeah.
And Tyson knocked him out in, I think, 30 seconds.
Yeah, but then you got
Did
Buster.
he knock Michael Nunn
Buster
out?
dropped my jaw. That dropped my jaw.
Was it Michael Nunn that he knocked out?
No, it was James
Michael
Toney.
Nunn wasn't heavy.
Yeah, no, he's a middleweight, and he fought James Toney down there. It was James Toney that did that.
I'm getting him all confused.
But Buster Douglas dropped my jaw for sure.
Yeah.
Carl Lewis winning the...
That was just more patriotism. Like I was like, of course he's doing that for America. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like
That was cool though.
I wasn't like
I
I'm
miss
losing
those
it.
days. I miss the football games in the NFL after 9/11 when everybody
do
stood
remember-
up and everybody hugged and everybody
I
was.
do remember when
patriotic. I
Leon
miss-
Spinks beat Muhammad Ali. I was pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like, when you're a little kid, you don't know much about anything, but you're just like, no way Muhammad Ali lost.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, everything you hear, every story you hear is 10 times bigger than what it is. So when I was a little kid, it was like, seriously, like, everybody was talking about the Big Red Machine, Cincinnati. I remember talking like Cincinnati Reds, and then I was just like, well, I decided I want to be a Dodger fan.
I remember the fridge. I had a T-shirt that had it was a Chicago Bears shirt and had the fridge on it. I still to this day don't know who that was. I don't.
You're looking at the fridge. I'm the rookie.
I
Maybe
don't know the
large, but
Bears.
no dumb cookie.
Yeah.
You see me.
William
see
the
me run.
Refrigerator Perry.
But there are pictures of me in my kid book, and it has the fridge, and it's a bear shirt. And I have no idea who that was.
This is a question then before we
But that goes
get
back to
done
what
here.
you said, like,
and
everything's
Matt,
bigger
you're a
and-
Packer fan. It's got nothing to do with the Packers. Why are you a sports fan? Is the final question I'm going to ask here today. Like, why are you a sports fan?
It gives me joy to watch sports. Any sports.
Mhm.
I'll watch anything, anywhere. Even golf.
Ice skating.
Yeah, how about that?
Depends on what Leah's wearing, right?
WNBA.
I don't know.
You gonna wear that thong that the dude wore that was streaking? We'll watch you ice skate.
I would wear.
That thing is not true, by the way.
I don't think it's true either.
No way did that guy.
So, but
post-
we have to brief it. We have to brief it quickly because Coral sent us all a mass text, and it said that he bet
The
the streaker bet $1,000, saying that over under that there would be a streaker by the whatever quarter.
No,
and
he
that-
put $50,000 down.
50,000 down, and so he walked away with over $350,000, and it only cost him $10,000 to bail out of jail.
Yeah.
If that is true, do you know how many people are going to be doing this?
Yeah. I think it got more debunked. Like he was actually sponsored by a porn site that he.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, and what he had on his
Yeah.
that was a porn site.
Yeah.
So I think that's more realistic. So he probably got paid for that, and I'm sure they bailed him out.
Yeah.
Either way, if I'm gonna have money in the bank, I might do it.
T-Roy, do you think you just always were a sports fan?
Yeah, I mean, it was something too that like my parents did and still don't know diddly squat about sports.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just kind of one of those things where it was like kind of the neighborhood I grew up in, maybe. But
The generation too.
even that, it was just like I had to draw attraction to football and baseball and all that. So
basketball for a while until.
Oh, I loved basketball. I mean, God, when I was a kid, I mean, it was. I would go to the library when we had library class. You know,
Yeah.
they used to have library class. I don't know what you call it in grade school.
Study
and
hall.
I was either trying to look at the books on Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, or the Globetrotters and Dr. J.
Of course.
I mean, that was it. And then that was when I
not
also
surprised.
too discovered Roberto Clemente.
Yeah.
And I read a bunch of books on him too. So I guess it was like that was it. Like the basketball, baseball, and then the football thing. I was already a Cowboy fan, so I just was living in the moment there. But yeah, that was kind of it. And then the Hawkeyes were really good in '80.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at.
And then obviously Dr. J was Dr. J, still in that era. I mean, he went on to play for the 76ers. They won a title, blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean the Hawkeyes. I mean it goes back to Stevie Carfino, Greg Stokes, Michael Payne, all that.
I think mine goes to Iowa football, and then just like from there, it just exploded into sports. Where I was like, told by, like my grandfather or whatever else. And like, I mean, I've told the story over and over. I was raised a Cub fan. I changed later on, but family out of Chicago, and I think it's Iowa football for me. I think 5 years old, going to the Rose Bowl, and that's all I really remember after that. The earliest baseball thing I can remember is 1984, and that's the Padres and the Cubs, and the championship series, the NL. But I don't remember anything before that. I don't remember the Phillies winning in '83 or the Dodgers winning in '81. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I remember all that.
Yeah,
You were introduced at a certain time, and then your memory bank started. Like, that's it.
So
Going
it
forward.
starts around
I mean,
my
the Dodgers,
baseball.
the '81, that was Fernando Valenzuela's rookie year.
Yeah,
I mean, that
81,
was huge.
Yeah, rookie year and MVP. But yeah, I don't remember a lot of that stuff. And it's interesting, like when you become, I mean, obviously Bomber and Coral, you guys became fans as soon as we allowed you into the studio. Then you became sports fans, right? Obviously.
Leah didn't know who the Chiefs were until last year.
Are you out of your ever-loving I played softball for 9 years. I played
Oh, she's
basketball.
so
I
easy to
played
get
volleyball.
going.
I ran track. I ran high hurdles in high school. I did all of that. And then I had back surgery.
Can you still run the hurdles?
I absolutely can still run the hurdles.
What do you wear? What do you wear when you run the
I
hurdles?
ran the 110 high hurdles.
Leotard.
That was my nickname. That's not funny.
Matt, when did you graduate from Geneseo?
2000.
2000, okay.
Same. Element in 2000.
All right, so yeah, you're a little bit behind me then.
Yeah. I don't remember the early 80s. I mean, mid 80s I can remember.
Big Walnut High School.
Yeah, the guy that I would have wrestled out of Geneseo, he would have graduated probably 94 or 95. So it's the only person I remember out of there, Geneseo wise.
Who was it?
Brad Schnowski.
I know Brad.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a hammer. Yeah. Good
He's
wrestler.
the hammer and you're the nail.
He's a hammer.
And you're the nail.
Listen, I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you, I will do this every time and tell everybody this.
Mm-hmm.
You want to sit and talk to a wrestler? You want to know when they're legit?
Mm-hmm.
They'll let you know when they got beat.
They don't have to let me know. I can tell by their ears.
Yeah.
The wrestlers who sit on the bar stool and tell you how good they were or how much the coach
Not
didn't
that
listen,
good.
they weren't that good.
No, I
the
can
ones
tell.
that will tell you, I've been around state champions.
Yeah.
Dan Gable sat in your seat where you're sitting right now, Bomber.
Yeah.
They'll talk more
Lucky.
he'll talk about his one loss, Larry Owens, than
No, a
anything
man
else.
with cauliflower ears, silent but deadly. That's what is it? Speak softly and carry a big stick.
And that's Teddy Roosevelt.
That is 100% legit. If I can give any female any piece of advice, it is that.
But yeah, the interesting thing is
You're welcome.
exactly where it comes from.
No, confidence is silent. Arrogance is loud.
All right.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Give me a second because we have to go here soon. Now, Matt, is your father? Was he an Illinois fan too?
Yep.
So that's where it came from. So it all trickled down from there.
Yep.
Is he into NASCAR as well?
Not very much.
Not very much.
No.
Okay. All right. I do want to say this, Matt. Thank you so much for coming in.
thank you guys.
It's not easy to do if you haven't done this over and over. You sat down and I said, give us 90 seconds. You'll feel comfortable, and I hope we did that.
No, you guys absolutely did, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, and appreciate everything you said, and we're happy that we have someone like you that's part of our family that we can talk to, the Green Bay Packers. And anytime if you're driving, if you can call in, we would love to talk
I'll
to you about
definitely call
anything.
in.
Yeah, and we appreciate it. Bomber, thank you so much for bringing Matt into our world.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yep.
Thank you, Matt.
Well, thanks, Leo.
We're new besties.
Sorry you had to meet her, Matt.
Coral, have fun on your date tonight.
Flinch? He flinched like I was
What are you
gonna
guys
hurt
doing?
him.
We're going to Red Robin.
Oh,
Red Robin.
Unlimited fries, huh? Oh, look at that.
Is that your date?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Have him call in real quick.
No. We gotta go. All right.
You guys gonna share a chocolate milkshake? No.
Matt, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Matt.
We will
Thank
see you guys later. Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities. Have a safe and sanitized Wednesday. We will see you tomorrow. Take care.